never, never land. Now I lay me down to sleep. Pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I die before I wake, pray the Lord my soul to take. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. And never mind that noise you heard. It's just a beast under your bed, in your closet, in your head. Exit light, enter night. Take my hand, we're off to never, never, never. Exit light, come on.
And then we have this. And we have this.
We're off to never, never land.
And we have come on, all the things. I believe in you. I'm stopping believing in you, Spotify. Effing work, yo. Come on, come on, come on. Everything, just catch up with me. Can we just... Why?
I just saw you can give yourself facial hair now on Zoom.
I was wondering what that was. Thought a choice had been made, and that was...
Yeah. I saw cell phone cases at the...
All right. Come on, Spotify. I believe in you. I mean, I don't, but I'm trying to be supportive.
Now I'm like, is this my facial hair? This filter on.
Feels like I'm slouching. Let's get this mic up to proper standing tall levels. There we go. Have I not tried to start VLC like 3 times? I can't remember. How about you start? You got shit to do. Up to and including themes and effects and all manner of things. Okay, I guess I need to download another copy of Spotify on this laptop. You can talking butt. I'll run you from the browser if I have to. Don't think I won't. I'm just that crazy. And am I going to have like 4 copies of VLC finally load in like 6 minutes? It's anarchy. This laptop is not the finest piece of machinery, but one can't turn one's nose up at donated laptop. Everything's fine. Anarchy. 3. Oh, would you just... No, that's not what I said. That is not what I said. You stopped my cursor moving and opened that incorrectly. That is not what I said. All right. And that's still not working properly. So, I am going to have to run it off the gosh darn browser. So we'll do that. And then we got to load the script. And then we'll technically have to go live. But, you know, we're kind of waiting for Sean. 3 weeks in a row where I'm waiting for guests not in seats. I have to make it clear. That makes it clear that I have to make it clear.
Every time I look in the
Scrolly, scrolly. Scrolly, scrolly.
all these lines on my face getting clearer.
Okay. Well, I know it says 000, but I'm going to go up front first and see what's going on. I'll be right back.
It went by like dusk to dawn.
It's fun to stay.
much stuff. Too much stuff. Too much stuff. And why is nothing playing? Everything. Everything is just... Why? Okay. I don't have to play you from this computer. Spotify. You are being a problem child. Oh, there you are? Oh, okay.
All these lines on my face getting clearer. The past is gone.
All right, you know what? I never get time to hang out with Tyler, so we're just going.
Like dusk to dawn.
We're just going up there.
Isn't that the way?
Tyler's on that screen. Tyler's on that screen. And abrupt stop. It's a new feature around here. Hey, folk. Hi. Hey. Hi. Hey. Hi. Yes. Check out the old digs. Check out the old screen. That can only mean one thing. Well, mostly. It can mostly only mean one thing, because it's only really rolled out for one thing. That means we've only got two. Well, I mean, you can tell that there's only two windows there, so that kind of undercuts my announcement. Two panelist night. It's only the second time we've done a two panelist show this year. I'll let it pass. I'll let it slide. Sometimes we've done two panelist shows. I don't want to get there, but if we do, we do. This is what happens. This is what happens, baby doll. This is what happens. Hi, Tyler. Hi.
Hey, buddy.
there.
How you doing?
Oh, not bad. You know, this is. I'm gonna make lemonade out of the situation. And and you know, speak to Tyler. I never speak to Tyler. And then when we end, Tyler rushes off the stream immediately, so as not to be bothered. No, it's because I have to set shit up most of the time. And I'm bad at interacting with people that I want to interact with. So yeah. So hi.
Hey, man.
So it's almost got that old 2020 feel here. Me.
Yeah. You reminded me of that feeling when like you shut the laptop and you're just like you look around the room.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that wasn't real. That was.
Yeah, you know, 2020, like last month or 6 years ago or whatever it was at this point. Yeah. Time stopped having any meaning a while ago.
It's good though.
Yeah, is it?
I've been gardening and I've been thinking about time and I was like, this is why old people garden. It's like it makes you optimistic about time. Like it gives you something that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You watch grow every day, and you're like, oh, I can't wait till the fall when shit's ripe.
Yeah, new life's bloom, and the
right. When you're a kid, it just you don't need to feel positive about time passing. Do you know what I mean? It's infinite.
Because you largely don't remember most of it. I was gonna say like you don't remember your childhood, like any of that time. That's all nonsense. It's just your brain getting ready to be grown up. But it's not like I remember a whole lot of the rest of my adult life either. So
yeah, right. I was literally just thinking that. I was like, do I remember anything?
Yeah.
But then like a story will come to you and you're like, oh shit.
Well, yeah, it's like, think about, I like every once in a while, it'll be, all right, 15 years ago, what was that? Who was that person? Oh, I don't even remember that life. Yeah. Oh, I should have done more with that.
That guy sucked.
Yeah. Oh, look at these opportunities we just pissed down our leg. That's fun.
Yeah, who's counting?
Yeah, well, you know, fewer days.
I got the house. My wife and kid are out of town, so
nice.
I'm doing this indoors this time.
Or above ground.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm like a dog that was let inside.
Sure. Yeah. Probably have notes not to allow you up on the furniture, though. So.
Yeah. Stuff's covered with plastic. They go out of town and they put plastic on the couch.
Well, and it's just getting into the gardening, so getting that old person feel. So yeah, you cover everything in plastic, and there's now a room that you're just not allowed to go in.
Yeah, it's old people and swingers cover their couches in vinyl.
Yeah, and sadly, that Venn diagram overlaps more than you'd like.
Yeah, right.
It's not a perfect circle, but it is not as much apart as you'd like that to be. Yeah. So, still waiting to see a shocked response from Sean in the chat or him walking through the door. But you know what? Beauty is, if we're going to have a piece of beauty in a panelist show, we don't have to start till 7:30. We'll probably get through it. Probably. It's fine. It's fine. All of you are just missed before me anyway, as I will be leaving this realm in like 39-ish hours. So.
What realm?
Well, we're heading off out into the desert. I've been saying it every week, and people are probably tired of hearing it. Well, you know, the rabid loyal viewers that check in every week.
I thought that already happened.
Yeah. Oh, no. Leaving Sunday morning.
Hell yeah.
Heading out for 16, 17, depending on how you count it, days.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It's a long time in the desert.
It is.
It's not enough.
Yeah. Well, this is the 4.5% of the year that I get to have for myself.
You got to claw it back, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's also nice gotten to this point with work and my position and all that. It's all covered. Like
it's amazing. Paid
to go out there, and it's a free ticket too. I mean, free in exchange for sweat equity, but still, you know. It's nice.
That's awesome.
It's a wonderful escape. Well, yeah, definitely lots of amenities. We're somewhat pampered. We're in the mid range of pamper. We're not like a plug and play billionaire camp, but for the lower end of the working dregs, we're.
When you say we, do you have like a crew?
Well, yeah, I camp with BMIR, the radio station out there.
Okay.
And so I go out there and we do build week, and then I have 3 air shifts, and it's fun. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, I've worked my way up in clout and responsibility.
On the playa.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I know. They call it a playa.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure if Sean is. Is he here? Okay. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not sure if Sean checked the header to know that it's a 7 o'clock show now. I did send a message on Messenger, which he has not seen yet. So, you know, we're just hanging out. We're just some chill guys chilling. So how far are you from Rise?
It's in Denver's like an hour.
An hour? Okay. That's not too bad.
Nah.
Because yeah, I don't know if there's any additional ache or draw to get out there more often than once every 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we have a date. I don't know.
Well, I thought you had another one.
Now we have to separate the spoken word show from the band. Like it used to be a joke that like, oh, this is a band show. I don't know. And now it's getting confusing. Like,
well, why?
Well, like, because if like a crappy little brewery wants to book a crappy band,
sure,
like, we got you. They just don't like. They're like, what storytelling? Like what and then
okay.
like so like it's just I don't know.
But
I thought it was funny to keep it confusing. Like we're a show and a band, and no one really knows what's going on.
All right. Well, you're just the tendrils of Cowboy Confessional are reaching out. It's
Cowboy Confessional Incorporated. I'm getting a button machine in the mail tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
I'm making merch.
Hell yeah. Oh.
I know. I'm a 14-year-old punk.
Well, yeah. We want to get to our hey. Oh no, that's not. No. No, that's not Sean. Hi, welcome. We're waiting for our other panelist. So that's all right. He's not. To be fair, looks similar to Sean. I mean, it's but it's along the sliding scale of
white dude,
white guys. Yeah. All right. Oh, we got Norse Herald over in the chat. I'm just gonna acknowledge the chat now, because yeah, I'm not sure if Sean knows the show's at 7 and not 7:30 anymore. So whatever, we're here. Well, there's that. There's always the hoping they're alive. Yes, sure, obviously. That's a close second to making the show late. Is worrying about their safety. Priorities. Well, yeah, no, I thought you guys had nailed down another. It's a nebulous, another second date for Rise.
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, no, we're playing a barbecue restaurant.
Yeah,
we're playing.
You mentioned the barbecue restaurant and the
romance novel.
The romance novel.
The erotic convention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
That went well. I don't know.
Just fill in that calendar.
What? I don't know. Right. It's a weird, sad thing I do.
No, it's a wonderful thing of doing things. You know, for some reason we have to do this.
For some reason, I'm compelled. I don't know. I need things to do with my hands.
Yeah.
I need to something to look forward to in the future. I'm growing pumpkins.
Oh well, you're fully doing that farming.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty much a farmer by now. Got my license. I don't know.
To be fair, I suppose I could put all of this energy into other projects, but I guess I've decided this is what I'm doing. At least, you know, for a couple more years. It seems once I hit 50, it might be too much. That might be time to move on.
Don't say that. No, man. I picture you 85.
Oh,
taking tickets.
All right, fine.
At the theater, you got to do it.
Fine. You've doomed me to this existence, then. Apparently. Sean Crandall, we hope you're safe. But so this is like the third week in a row now that come 7 o'clock, the chairs on stage have been empty. So I'm going to have to remind folk that we have moved the show from 7:30 to 7. To be fair, this is probably Sean's first show since we moved, so maybe I should have reminded him earlier, but I'm pretty sure it's in the banner of the file. But, you know, I don't expect anybody to actually pay attention to this stuff. You look for your name, you write your stuff, and then that's it. Otherwise, more audience? Oh, well, all right. I don't remember if we got pre-sales. Maybe I should look that up. Oh, okay. So there are pre-sales? Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. Well, shit, because there weren't earlier. This is not good TV. Sorry. Hi again, Norse. And whoever's online, who else is online? I can't see Norse's messages because they don't register in the... Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know. It's just how it is. Oh, no, that's a different Abby. That's Abigail. Yeah. Oh, welcome back, Abigail. Welcome, Norse. Welcome, people in the lobby who are still going to be wondering why the fuck this hasn't started. Well, they won't know, necessarily, that this is supposed to be the show. All right, maybe we've had a rush of pre-sales for the rest of the shows this evening in the time that I stopped looking, which would have been about 2 hours ago. That'd be good. Have some nice audiences this weekend to send me off into the desert. That'd be fun. But no, I mean, so the question was there no draw to, like, trying to get a regular thing going at Rise?
Oh, they asked us to come back. I don't know. our fiddle player is the guy who knows the guy, you know.
Well, I know Nick. It will go through me. I kind
don't know that.
Kind of large.
Nick. I'm like, yeah, I guess that's probably a guy there. I don't know. It's a sweet venue. They're
I haven't
cool.
seen the place, but I know Nick Armstrong. You can drop my name and he will not know at all who you're talking about, but you know, it might mean something. But yeah.
I mean, we're focusing on buttons and barbecue.
Sure.
In the fall season.
Just start a tour of barbecue joints.
We do well.
Does the storytelling or just the music do well? For barbecue joints.
It's so lame to talk about like it's a serious thing. Like I'm like,
well,
but like
people have paid to be there, so it's now a serious thing. We have to treat it like something.
Yeah. But I do an intro where I rant at the audience while we play, and that's been the storytelling portion. But it's just something we do now out of habit. Like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna open and close the show by ranting at the audience. At the barbecue restaurant during my closing rant, I happened to glance down and there was blood on the floor.
Oh,
and I brought everyone's attention to it, and we all had a good laugh.
They can all come in. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not a good barbecue joint if there's not a little blood on the floor.
It was pretty. I was like, that's definitely blood droplets across. Like somebody's been bleeding in here.
Yeah.
And it was
howdy, folk.
Guitar player's uncle.
You made it. It helped that the person that's supposed to be here isn't here yet. That's why it made it so that you could make it before we actually started. So, yeah. So it all worked out. You gonna stick around for the other two shows? Any of the other two shows? We got 2 more shows. I think that's what I meant to say. There's 2 more shows after this. So if you want to stick around, you're more than welcome. You know, for just a couple more dollars. No, actually, technically, you probably just paid for the show because I like to give this show away to anybody that buys tickets to the 8 o'clock. So you're already in. If you want to stick around for the 8 or 9, we'd love to have you. Sean Crandall, I hope you're safe.
I think he's okay.
Yeah, there's still no receipt of the message, so I'm going to assume he thinks it's 7:30. Now, is he usually punctual and gets here before 7:30? Or so, do we know this program at all? No, you just found it? Okay, good. This isn't it, fortunately. We're trying the new, I just got that, the new hazy mango orangey thing. Yeah? Is it? Yeah? Oh, okay. Oh, really? And they said you would barely taste the flavoring. So I don't know if it's just normally a bitter hazy. I don't know. I'm just filling air at this point. But okay, that's good to hear that somebody's trying it. Because they were out of the regular hazy. So this is a placeholder until they can the regular hazy again. So hopefully that's on its way. Because so far, that is not a ringing endorsement. Okay, a little bitter than you'd like. Okay, that's fair. I haven't tried the sour. True. Yeah. I mean, it just might not be up your street. How is the yeah, the sour's good? Okay. I'm not a beer guy, but I have found that I think I haven't tried the last 2 sours that have come in, but I think I can tolerate the sours, so I might like sours, so I haven't tried that yet. That's like cherry lime, right? Yeah. And the last one was just cherry, and I love cherry, so I should have tried that one, but I never got around to it. So maybe I'll give one of those a try. Oh, Sean Crandall, I can only fill the air so long. That's not true. I can talk and talk and talk. So, no, I'm not going to put you guys on the spot. I was going to say, you could grab your phones and just subscribe to this show on whatever podcast provider that you choose while we have some time. But how about we wait till you actually see one and see if you want the other 508 that are on there. We've been doing this for a while. Yes. Yeah. Let's let us prove ourselves first. We have to earn that subscribe. Sean Crandall's on his way, on his way. One would hope Sean Crandall's on his way, on his So, 8 o'clock is Psychic Temple. That's a little bit of a character, fun, clairvoyant stand-up show. They do characters, they play around with the audience, and they do stand-up. Then at 9 o'clock, it's No Boys Allowed. It's the she's and theys of stand-up being highlighted because I was going to say that. It's a little sausagey in most of your stand-up shows. So, that's a showcase for those folk. Normally, we're much more punctual than this. I apologize. See, back in June, this show switched to 7 o'clock. It was 7:30 for probably 3 or 4 years. And I don't think Sean has been on the show since we switched to 7 o'clock. So, that's on me. It is on the top of the prompt sheet that I send them. Prompt sheet? What's that? What's that mean? Well, here at the Stab Show, we send the panelists some prompts about a day or day and a half, 2 days before the show. And they write their brand new material that they perform for the first time on the program. So you'll hear that explanation again when I do the intro. That's kind of the thing about it. Oh, Sean. Okay. Oh. Heck fire. What did you guys have planned for the rest of your evening? Or was there plans for the rest of the evening? Was this the end of the evening or is this the start of the evening? Okay. Okay. Well, then where are we coming from? Oh, okay. Okay. So you're arriving. That's the start of your day, or did you start? Okay. Oh, you're ending here, but that's not the middle. Okay. So there's still the possibility of something after this, or there is something definite after this, and you just don't want to get into it. Okay. Do we know where for dinner? Because there's a lot of stuff on this, just in the general area, if you don't have anything chosen. Okay. Okay. Cool. I think that's like one of the few things we don't have in this area. We've got Ethiopian, we've got Himalayan, we've got Chinese, Japanese, we got hot dogs and hamburgers, we got soul food just an extra block down. So there's all sorts of stuff like within 2 blocks of us. Puerto Rican, I think that's Lola's over there. All sorts of stuff. Okay. So, I don't want to press, but you're all we have right now. Where are you coming from? Chicago? Okay. So you just arrived, or you did something? I'm going to pull this out of you guys. Did you do anything? Okay. And before you came here, were you coming from whoever's house you're staying at, or a Airbnb, or wherever? Was there another form of entertainment before arriving here? Okay. Magic show? Where the heck could there be a magic show in town? I knew as I was saying it, I knew that was a corner that I was painting myself in. Was it a magic show in Chicago? Tahoe. Oh, wow. You guys are all over the gosh darn place. Lucky. I mean, I'm going away in a couple days, but I'm not trying to brag. Tahoe. All right. Was it Circus, or was it somewhere nicer? Because when you say magic show in Tahoe, or is there a Circus in Tahoe? Or is that just Reno? I don't know. You wouldn't know either. You're from Chicago. Why would you know? Okay. Oh. There's an actual magic club. Okay, nice. Have you been down to LA? No? Well, just putting 2 points together, because LA has the famous Magic Castle down there. Have you been to the Magic Castle? No? It's a lot. I was scolded for taking a picture of a sign with my friend's name on it because you're not supposed to take pictures inside the Magic Castle. Yeah. So I guess it was deserved, but at the same time, I'm taking pictures of a sign. It's just the push letters. It wasn't fancy. I wasn't trying to reveal secrets.
That your magician friend? I remember going to LA and sleeping on a floor.
Oh yeah,
to do stab in LA.
Yes,
is that the same guy?
It was, yes. Lehman Parker. He was actually on a season of America's Got Talent a handful of years ago.
I just remember he had a big spool of magic rope, like magician's rope.
Sure.
300 feet of magician's rope.
I mean, you got to buy in bulk.
Yeah, use that stuff up.
I didn't inspect it, but I assume it's very magical. And since Connor was here, like last week or 2 weeks ago, he's a close-up magician and comic. I was editing that episode today. Talk of fake thumbs. Fake thumbs are a big thing in magic. They're it's one of the tools of the trade. Apparently, there's a good fake thumb.
Like a thumb extender?
Well, it's like a cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a condom for your.
Except it's like used for tricks to like be a thumb.
Like a condom.
To fool people that your thumb is here when maybe it's down here doing stuff. So, fake thumb, tool of the trade. That's all I got. I tried. Show's over. Closing the theater. I can only banter. Oh, wait, he's here? Okay. Well, he says he's here, but he's not here. So yeah, I think. So he did respond. I assume that means he's parking. Whew. I did it. I made it. There he is. That's Sean Crandall. There he is. Not your fault. Partly your fault. Mostly my fault. Not your fault. Either.
Partly my fault.
I'm taking some of the blame. In that, I don't believe you've done the show since we moved to 7.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And while it is on the header,
yes.
I did not. Nobody looks at that. Nobody looks at that. Why would you look at that? Why would you expect to have to look at that? It's been 7:30 for like 5 years. So it's fine. But we got to jump. Well, the thing is, also why I wasn't panicking.
Yes.
Was since we had a drop, it's just you and Tyler. You're not that verbose. We can start now, and we'll end perfectly fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get it done.
Yeah. I mean, these three have been waiting specifically for you. They came straight from Chicago.
Well.
I mean, they came from Chicago via South Lake Tahoe. They caught some magic first. We've been learning and laughing and loving while you're on your way. What?
So did I.
Oh, no.
In terms of time.
Sure. Oh, wait. What? You got... Hold on. Sean, a little more talking. I'm trying to get your mic.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's good. So you got lost just finding Sacramento from South Lake Tahoe or finding us? Oh, damn it. I took it too literally. No, I've ruined it. Okay, let's do the thing. I'm sure there was some sort of cold open in there.
Yeah.
It was a half hour of it. I hope there was something of use in there.
Yeah.
Good to have you.
Thanks. Good to be here. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. It's not. Stephen was excited to see you. I don't know if you got to see Stephen out in the lobby.
No. I rushed in like a madman.
That's fair. All right. So even though I did kind of explain the show to you, the intro is still going to do it because that's its job, and I don't have a version of it without John Alston talking. So here we go. Let's do the thing. Oh, online audience. Yay. Why? I can't hear them cheer. Why would I get excited? There we go.
Roughly 24 to 92 hours ago, Stab's team of comedy scientists commissioned 3 specific humorists to give various potentially comedic takes on several random topics. which they will now perform for the first and likely last time in front of a live studio audience in a show called Stab.
In this chuck-upping episode of the Stab Show, podcast alumnus Sean Crandall books a flight to his favorite resort spa destination to max and relax like a superfly dude and asks that we all lose his number. And Cowboy Confessionals' Tyler Kinney discontinues many of his most popular free features so that he can reintroduce them as premium pay upgrades later, knowing that you'll thank him for it and subscribe. All of this while me, your host, Jesse Jones, compartmentalizes a lot of stuff so that I don't have one big pile of issues and anxieties, but several smaller yet still unmanageable piles of insecurities and dreads. All of this and so much more tonight on Stab. Almost nailed it. Let's dive into the program with segment. Well, thank you. Thank you for applauding my almost hitting the post. Segment one, it's reorganization. This is it.
This is it.
After this show, you can finally stop hearing me talking about heading out to my yearly trip to the desert. Because I'll be there. Gone and stuff. And as I'm heading out to my own weird, strange alien world, the acronym that I found this week, MRSR, or Mars Rover and Sample Return, seemed especially apt. So apt. Why? What? It at me with... Oh, that's what I meant to say. So apt it at me with your reinterpretation, as you quickly forget what it is that I just told you that MRSR stands for, to space nerds. And instead, give me who or what else MRSR might stand for or represent to you. I could have spent some of my time rereading the intros, so I remembered how I wrote that. But I didn't.
We could have spent a lot of our time doing a lot of different things.
But you're here now.
And we're here.
And it matters. That's what matters.
And that's what matters.
That is
that
what
we're
matters.
here and we're doing it.
We are. It's happening right now. Sean Crandall.
Yes.
Let's hear your MRSR.
Okay, so it's interesting that you mentioned this is your music festival that you go to.
Well, it's like
Music and art.
Yeah.
This is also, MRSR is also a musical acronym.
Okay.
So I don't know if you're familiar with the seminal K-pop group Super Junior.
I've heard.
Yeah. So they've had many subgroups over the years. But this new subgroup is part of a bold new plan by their talent agency, SM Entertainment, to sort of expand their audience.
Okay.
And this is a group called Mr. Senior, stylized MRSR, and it is, all the members are 70-plus years old.
Ooh,
yeah, yeah. So lead member of Super Junior, Lee Chuk, will be helping Mr. Senior with songwriting, choreography, and any joint injuries that result from said choreography.
Sure. A lot of icy hot.
Yeah. So look forward to Mr. Senior.
Oh man. Oh.
I gotta listen to their.
Oh.
I got a sneak
a little
peek of their hit single.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hit.
Well, sure. Song of the summer.
Metamucil and ooh, so good.
Hell yeah. Oh. It was just right there. I don't know why I didn't see until you just said it. Mr. Senior is
Mr.
right
Senior.
there. MRSR. Thank you, Sean. Oh, it was worth the wait. Tyler, quickly, because it's just the two of us, three of us, the two of you, let's hear and wrap up reorganization with your MRSR.
It's like emergency room jargon for when a patient gets something very avoidable stuck in an orifice.
Sure.
So like one nurse will ask, "What's he in for this time?" And the other nurse whispers, "MRSR. He got a Barbie doll leg stuck in his urethra. Many regrets. Serious regrets." MRSR.
Oh shit! You guys are gonna be quicker than I thought. Oh, getting ready for this 15-minute episode.
Look, we wrap it up. We make it tight.
Yeah. Even if the third was here, still would. Well, let's meet the folk that are comedying at us. Welcome back, Sean Crandall. Hi.
Yes. Hi.
How are you now filling the void left by your previous podcast endeavors? What are you up to? Anything?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's about, yep.
Okay.
Yep. Rolling the dice.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Oh,
yeah, well.
have to wait. Spring that on them when we don't see for like another 6 months. Then it's, whoa, what happened, Sean?
Yeah, you say nothing, and then you come out looking like you've deprived yourself of water.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what I do for 5 months to head out to the desert. Doesn't make sense.
No, you got to pack it like a what is it, dromedary camel?
Oh,
They got the hump.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now I have to power hydrate to make sure that I'm going to survive.
Yes.
Well, then you might. I've been trying to figure out other ways to get you involved around here, and we do have the actual play that I'm trying to shoehorn more people into. So that might be something that we can.
Talking business on the show. It's great.
Yeah. So hopefully in the near future we'll have Sean Crandall guesting on Roll for Stab, third Saturdays of the month, 9 p.m. Well, good to have you. Happy to have you. Pleasure to have you. Tyler Kinney.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi.
There was much talk of barbecue joints and romance novel conventions earlier. How about you let people know about what that means to you?
Oh, I don't know. I play music in a band. I'm addressing the people of Tahoe, I guess. Who am I talking to?
Chicago via Tahoe, yes.
Yeah, Chicago and Tahoe. Yeah, I have a storytelling show in and out of Denver, and I do this show. It's very nice to meet you. I hope you enjoy Sacramento. I lived there for a long time, and honestly, coming to a place like this is, for me, the pinnacle of Sacramento. Is like, oh, you could just like stumble around, and there's weird little venues and house shows and shit. I don't know. I had a good time for a decade.
Yeah.
And then I stopped. I just stopped having a good time.
And just pull the plug on that.
Yeah. God. Having a good time's for kids.
Well,
that's what I say while I cry.
At some point, we got to get serious, and there's no more good times. Well, yeah, good to have you. And there's the online audience, too. There's a good amount of people in there. Hi, guys, on YouTube, Twitch.
Hi, online audience.
All of them. Those.
But you're the only ones who feel real.
Yes, yes. Those are just ones and zeros. You are a fresh puddle on a barbecue floor.
You have fluids in you.
Yeah,
is what you're trying to say.
Yeah. You're a tactile experience. All right. Well,
I love that as a description.
Yeah.
I've often been described as a tactile experience.
Yeah. A tactile experience full of sensory wonder. Real world friends. All right.
Tell your friends to come up.
Yeah. Let's get back into the thing, which apparently is just going to fly by. You guys on a speed run of the show. It's segment 2. It's Topical Haiku Challenge. Back to school season's here. Apparently, I can pretty easily go all curmudgeon and rail on about how we used to go back to school after Labor Day, and probably about new math or the devil's fractions or gym-embarrassment, whatever it is that us olds just go on about when we're not taking our medication. But instead, I'll just say that it seems school just starts randomly anymore. And frankly, with the way the world is nowadays, I'm happy as fuck. I don't have to be going to public school anymore. And so, how about you give me your thoughts on the matter in this week's Topical Haiku Challenge? The subject this week, as should be pretty evident by now, is back to school season. Whether it's about now, in your youths, or whatever the heck it is that back to school season means to you, so long as it's organized through, or so long as your thoughts are organized into a nice, tidy 575 format. I had a half hour while I was waiting that I could have refreshed my memory on what the hell I wrote, rather than stumbling over all of this bullshit. So, whatever the heck it is that back to school season means to you, again, so long as it's organized into a nice, tidy 575 format for us to understand that it's haiku style. And of course, obviously, the only way we can present our haikus is with the use of a jaunty Irish jig. It makes sense if you go back into the lore of the show. No, it doesn't. It still doesn't make sense then. But we used to have a somewhat insensitive music bed.
Yeah. Yeah, there was that time.
Yeah, so we've decided reparations? I'm not sure. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, or 3 times around haiku style. Sean Crandall, let's hear your first of 3 topical haiku about back to school season.
Back to school season. A time of great congestion. My commute lengthens.
No, yeah. There is that. I have to avoid that street every day around 3. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Tyler, your first of 3 topical haiku challenge haiku. Back to school season haiku. You know, that's what I meant.
Yeah. I'm editing in my brain. I'll just go back and apologize. School drop-off spank bank. Crocs, guts, and 2 tight t-shirts. Love those hot dad bods.
There it is. There it is.
I have an 8-year-old, and
Yeah.
I did this.
You zagged appropriately.
When I said school drop-off spank bank,
Yes,
I was like,
that's-
maybe, perhaps.
It's
that
possible they
could've
might
been worded
think
better,
the
but I have
obvious.
so many syllables,
Yeah.
and I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. Perfect.
Also,
Well done. We got it. We got it. We went along with you on that ride. The first line, ooh, we hate Tyler. And then, oh, we get it. We get it. Dad bods.
Classic meme goes, not gonna lie, they had me in the first half.
Sure. Weren't supposed to have you. Sean Crandall, second back to school haiku.
We bought at the store many school supplies for child, all lost by fall break.
Yeah. Yeah. Why isn't there a back to school sale? Like
For all the stuff that your kid has lost
yeah,
or
like in
damaged.
January.
It reminds me of a time that I got a natural history book from my dad, and I took it to school, and I was proud of it. But I was more proud of the rocks I had collected in a bag and decided to fill with water because the rocks looked cooler underwater.
It's true.
And then I ruined the book, and he got real mad at me. End of story.
Yeah. Nothing else transpired after the anger. It was resolved with words.
It was resolved peacefully.
Yeah. Yeah. Tyler, back to school season haiku number 2 from you.
those mommy milkers. School drop-off got me bricked up. PTA spank bank.
Yeah. Still
Bisexual.
Still valid. It's still not prosecutable. It's fine. It's just, we're still on the right side of the law. That's all that matters. Let's get
My
through.
kid goes to school at Fort Collins.
Yes.
A lot of the parents are very fit. They're like mountain people.
Yeah.
And I show up like a golem and just
It's
admire their superior humanity.
those fit Denver suburbs.
Right.
They are just working it. Round.
Guys, you know you're allowed to be out of shape.
Yeah.
No one's gonna drag you out of your house.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring a box of donuts so we can all share on the hood of my car.
It's actually easier to be out of shape.
It is.
What are we doing
Maintaining the
here?
shape takes effort.
Take it from the guy that has routinely gained and lost 40 to 50 pounds every year for the last 20 fucking years. It's real easy.
Look, you could just make that shape go all kinds of places.
I hate it.
if you want.
I hate it. Third time around, so we can close out our haiku. And Sean, your third of three to back to school haiku.
Back to school now means Walton Goggins Walmart ads. I must destroy him.
Oh, but he's America's sweetheart at this point, isn't he? With that little hitch strut that he's got.
Look, he's a beautiful man, and
Sure.
we all saw his wonderful dong on Righteous Gemstones.
Oh,
But
now I have to go watch. I mean, I was already going
False
to.
hope
but
that you can become famous after like 45. That gets me.
That is, that does give me
giving
hope.
so many actors this false hope. Like, guys.
Goggins does give us olds hope. We can still make it. Thank you, Sean.
Welcome.
And Tyler, let's close out these back-to-school haikus with the view from your driver's side window. Your third of 3.
It's not my problem. Between 8 and 3, he's yours. I'm at home jacking. They're all on theme.
24 to
Oh,
92
wrong one.
hours ago.
There we go. Oh, I've got so much editing I already have to do. Segment 3. It's recipes. The broth. I'm going to try very hard to get through this one on one read. We'll see what sort of curveballs I threw myself
I believe in you.
verbally in here because I have to make spicy sentences.
Knock on wood.
The broth of who we are includes so many sliced potatoes of experience and chicken stock of parental neglect. It's easy to lose track of all the ingredients that done gone and went into makings of who or what it is. See, that's what I'd have. I do sentences like that sound fun when I'm writing them, and I forget I have to read them later. It's easy to lose track of what all ingredients done gone and went into the makings of who or what it is we are today. So in recipes, we take a real hard look at the spices of our lives to figure out how some things came to be. And of course, we all understand that sugar and spice and everything nice are what little girls are made of, and that snips and snails and puppy dog tails are what little boys are made of. And so it is in recipes that you've been asked to give us the ingredients that have gone into the makings of these other various stuffs and things. Sean Crandall.
Yes.
Let's hear your recipe for a spiritual guru.
So there's 2 types of spiritual guru, and I'm gonna run down recipes for both of them because I'm nice. I'm nice like that. Right. So traditional, you're gonna want some cool robes. The color and design are determined by your religion. You're gonna want a remote mountain monastery. You're gonna want ancient, musty texts to pore over and learn about
tomes, even.
Yeah, tomes.
Yeah.
Grimoires.
Yeah.
If that's not against your religion, and you would be burned at the stake for opening a grimoire.
Again, you're to taste.
Yeah, it's to taste. You must have a sense that you're gonna want to serve something higher than yourself, a strict regimen of personal codes and stuff. And you're going to want to do that for 25 to 50 years. Sure. Honestly, it's sort of like a marinade. The longer you stay in the monastery, the more spiritual you get. Yeah. And if that's too difficult, though, I think the modern spiritual guru might be for you.
Okay.
So what you're going to want for that is an Instagram account, a Johnny Depp amount of bad bracelets.
Sure. Bangles.
A nice yoga mat and a water bottle. Branded tie-ins. Thank you very much.
Well, sure.
A vague and mostly self-serving religious text pieced together from multiple different real religions that you've studied in college. Vitamins! Not FDA approved.
No.
A Patreon filled with several hour-long videos that all basically boil down to I should be able to do what I want without consequences. Now, eventually, you're going to want some cheap land because the haters will come by and they'll say stuff like, you're doing tax fraud and you're a psychopath. And you just got to allow yourself some space to really get your spirituality out to those followers that you exploit. I mean, bless, that you enlighten.
That are ready to receive. Yeah.
Yeah, those loyal followers. Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know. That's a tough call.
Yeah.
50 years in a cave or...
Look, you could reach enlightenment, too, with the, with the classic method. And at that point, you have to decide, do I remove myself from the wheel of samsara and get rid of all, pain and desire? Or do I stay behind as a bodhisattva to help my fellow, non-enlightened folk reach enlightenment?
Sure.
I mean, I wouldn't blame you if you left the wheel, man. This place fucking sucks.
Yeah. I mean, or you can find a supplement guy and get a subscription plan.
I think the supplements will really help you, though.
Yeah.
The supplements help the spirituality.
Oh, yeah. That unlocks
it
certain
kind of
pathways.
carbonates in your body, and then it gets to the top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the fizz.
Yeah,
the spiritual fizz.
The spiritual fizz. And that's what you're feeling in your head when you take my supplements. I would not ask a doctor about it because they don't know about these things.
No. Why would they?
Yeah.
Why would they? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sean Crandall. To introduce Tyler's helps if I go over the second one. It helps give a little context. So we had a spiritual guru, and our second panelist was going to give us a recipe for a starter man cave. And Tyler Kinney, you've been asked to give us a recipe for someone who overuses air quotes.
All right, I guess that's something you can have a recipe for. So pay attention to this recipe, and you might just become someone who overuses air quotes. I guess you'll need a few things to get started. First, I gotta do this the whole time. First, you'll need some dummy to talk to, and next, you'll need a subject to condescend to them about. Maybe it's child rearing, maybe it's food, maybe it's flat Earth. But once you found someone to repel personally, then simply curl 2 fingers and then curl them twice quickly. Yes, those fingers, and yes, that curl motion. Just flip it one. I guess it's a sex joke. Just flip it 180 degrees to mimic quotation marks.
Oh, okay.
Then let that conversation bake until you awake in the middle of the night with the paralyzing realization that you're a prick. You actually suck. How did that happen? This isn't the person you wanted to be. You wanted to be a songwriter, but now you're a prick I met at a socialist bookstore in Denver once. Fuck that dude. Body odor isn't rebellion. You can have socialism and Old Spice. You could have anarchy and still wash your pits in a river or something. Fuck this stinky guy. I think his name was Noah something.
Yeah.
And he lives in Denver. And I forget what the prompt was about. A recipe for people who overuse air quotes. Mm-hmm. So remove the recipe from the oven and let it sit. This guy Noah, he'll never see this, but I hope he falls under a bus.
All right, fair enough. I mean,
a lot of this is stream of consciousness.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
no, you got to write something at the end.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of Noahs in Denver. They won't know which one, and they probably overlap.
He's a stinky one, though.
Yeah. Oh no! I mean, there's probably plenty of stinky Noahs. I don't know. Moving quickly on to segment 4. It's Review It. People have opinions. Whose random opinions do you trust when trying to make up your mind about a thing? The one that was most leaning towards your original way of thinking? Or the one that might actually bring up a good logical observation about a thing that you might not have otherwise thought of? Well, for me, I've always said opinions are like assholes. If I want to hear yours, I'll feed you a bunch of thought beans and squeeze your tummy. I don't say that often, to be fair. I'm still workshopping it. My point is that in Review It, your job is to give us your reviews of specific things as their reviews would appear on these specific outlets. Yeah, I think these were all... I was trying to clear out the file. I've got a backlog of some ideas that didn't make it earlier, and it was just, you know what? I'm tired today. Let's go to the file. So, Sean Crandall, it's not that they're not good. It's just they've been waiting for the right opportunity, and the right opportunity is you. Sean, let's hear a car and driver review of public transportation.
Readers, I was hesitant when our editor-in-chief, Tony Quiroga, asked me to do a piece on public transportation. I was like, you mean the kind of stuff poor people use to get around? I don't think I've ever seen that before. He assured me they in fact existed, and that I was to review them. I didn't think I could be swayed into liking any vehicle that could hold more than 8 occupants and wasn't for exclusive use by a single household. What a preposterous notion. But readers, I was wrong. Let's get into it. The 2 categories, trains and buses. Let's start with the bus. Okay. An incredible piece of machinery. Imagine the noble RV, but with all of the luxury creature comforts stripped away for seating for 30 to 100 people. Alack, you may have said. My stuff! But fear not. This is not for road trips. This gentle giant is built for local travel. The driver informed me that there are in fact many of these buses that travel upon predetermined paths known as routes. Perhaps in reference to Route 66, the famous car place. And you can take one of these routes anywhere you want in the city. It's truly incredible. Amazing. Without the hassle of parking. Now, trains. You may hear the word train and think that they're only in old movies and communist countries. But that is not the case. They are here in our very own cities, and they are beautiful, and they come in 3 forms: sub, light, and L. Much like the buses, they have many lines and routes to serve all manner of passengers. These trains even have multiple cars. It's so funny they think they know what that is, but they're not really cars, which can hold up to 500 people, like an airplane, but on the ground, or in the ground, or slightly above the ground on a track.
Yes.
The full review can be read on carandriver.biz, but here's a roundup of pros and cons. Okay. Pros: no parking needed, can carry multitudes of people at little cost, less emissions, less traffic, safer transit, can accommodate the disabled, no costly automotive expensive. Cons: while I appreciate the vehicle wraps, they all seem to be ads for local businesses. Let's spruce it up with some sick flames or a sexy anime lady or something.
Sure.
There seem to be designated drivers for these vehicles. I want to drive. Let the passengers drive the buses and the trains.
Sure.
And few to no cup holders. Needless to say, readers, but I think the era of the car is dead.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh, thank you, Sean. Yes.
You're welcome.
Yes, that brief, timid, hesitant smattering of applause was correct. It could have grown. I gave it the opportunity to flourish, but it did not take hold. No. So good.
I am used to a light smattering to no applause,
yeah.
So don't worry about that.
I live in what has been commonly referred to as a trickle of applause.
Trickle down comedy.
Yeah. It usually comes to somebody that did something funnier and then eventually gets to me.
Yeah, so Mark Maron does a set, and then the laughs kind of get down to the rest of us.
Filters through the podcast sphere, and I catch one every once in a while. Yeah.
And that's what.
And that's actually what it sounds
the middle class.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Sean. So enlightening. Public transport. Sorry, I'm drifted.
You were just thinking about buses, and you're like,
yeah.
Man, I love the articulated bus with the accordion in the middle.
Man.
It's so beautiful, and it can hold even more people. Oh, it's so crazy. What about the double decker? Oh, fuck.
Sorry. That's on me. Thank you, Sean.
You're welcome.
Moving, not quickly, at a reasonable pace. Elevated enough that we get our blood flowing and our pulse, but we can still talk. We can have a pleasant conversation. Tyler Kinney, let's hear a Yelp review of someone's curbside pickup pile.
Suburban curbside pickup pile, 2 stars. Would not recommend. Nothing delicious. Mostly just old furniture and bike parts. Usually when I roll up to a hot pile on the side of the road, I find something delicious, stuff to sniff and hold in my mouth. Food containers, rags, paper towels you clean up your stinky messes with, the delicious stuff. But this pile was just a broken bunk bed and some big wheels. How is a guy supposed to sniff and hold that stuff in his mouth? This pile really let me down. And it was a big pile. I was so excited for the organic matter, but then just nothing. No stuff to rub around my mouth and nose. No diapers or tampons. No earthly things with a musk to remind me of when I was human. Imagine my disappointment when it's just some terracotta plants, pots, and dusty old blinds. Nothing organic that I can mush between my fingers and sniff and hold in my mouth. And before I could even check the drawers on a broken dresser, a motion-activated light came on, and I scampered away, my eyes glowing in the night, off to find something delicious in the piles of town. So I can't be wasting my time on dry, not delicious piles. I've got to get something musky to rub on my face before I head back to the moisture of the tunnels to wait for nightfall. I don't know. I guess this guy's like a cryptoid.
I don't know.
He lives in the tunnels underneath my town, and he gets caught on security cameras smelling trash piles. Maybe he got bit by
your very own Jimothy,
yeah,
as it were.
Yeah. We were on that path.
He's a feral night creature.
Yes, exactly. Oh, yeah. I mean, we were all thinking it could be a humanoid creature, but it could have been like a raccoon writing a review. Who knows? We like whimsy. What matters is I've stalled long enough for us to end promptly if I continue ahead to segment 5. It's versus v versus. Oh, this is a long one. Oh, did I wait too long? I don't know. There's a lot of reasons to fight someone. You don't like their face. They said they don't like your face. You're trying really hard not to kiss their face, and these feelings are confusing to you, and you have to destroy this thing that has brought so much inner turmoil to your soul that you don't want to have to face. Not today, maybe not ever. Lots of very real, very important reasons to want to swing away. And in Versus v Versus, we've given you some pretty straightforward contests and asked you to tell us who would win and how you see these fights going down. Sean Crandall.
Yes.
Sean Crandall. Who would win in a fight between the imagined monsters of a child's early nightmares versus the stress dream monsters of an adult's midweek restless night's sleep?
Okay, so this is just sort of like a. I'm gonna get real with this one. This is sort of just like a scene from my life.
Sure.
And I'm leaving a message for someone.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Blorbo, it's me, Sean. I don't know. You may remember me from my childhood when I was 5, and you had a terrifying grip on my dreams and my waking life. And I was just calling to see what's up with you. I had a dream where all my teeth fell out the other day, and all I could think about was your horrible gnashing teeth, long and covered in green slime. And I don't know. It's just it's been hard. I've been having a lot of dreams with you go to I've been missing my final. I've been, naked at school sort of stuff. Sure. And I just wish you were there for it.
Yeah.
You left the hole in my life and under my bed. I'm really gonna miss you. I have this sleep paralysis demon, but he's not any fun. He mostly just steals my weed. So, hey, give me a call back. Thanks. Bye.
Oh.
Was that too?
No.
Was that too much?
No.
Do you think I?
No, I don't think.
Was that?
No, I think it was like, hey, Blorbo, hi, I'm thinking about you, but not like in a weird
not like
way.
too much.
No.
I'm not hung up on you.
No, it's not like pushy. It's not like needy.
It's more like a friend thing. It's like I'm not even saying that I want to get the tentacle is a part of why I'm calling.
Sure.
Not gonna lie, scared me as a kid. Yeah. Enticing to me as an adult.
Sure.
But just more of like hey, let's just like meet up for coffee.
Just catch up.
Yeah.
How have you been terrorizing?
Yeah.
Is there any good 7-year-old? Well, we shouldn't ask about that.
Yeah, I'm actually not gonna ask about your work because that would be inappropriate.
That's true. Let him get away from that. Oh, yes. Blorbo was a simpler time in our life that we would kind of all, in a weird way, want back. Thank you, Sean Crandall. Hey, Sean Crandall.
Yes.
Aside from maybe potentially roll for stab in the future, how can people get more Sean Crandall in their lives should they wish such a thing?
Well, my friend and I just wrapped up a podcast, Drakes of Craigs.
Yes, that's still out there.
We go into the depths of Craigslist to find the weirdest things we can find and bring them back up. It's sort of like hunting in a junk pile for something.
Yeah. Something for your mouth to hold.
There's 150 plus episodes of that, even though we're done with the podcast that you can go back and listen to. And otherwise, if you want to find me, check a flock camera.
Sure.
So,
yeah, just search.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to reel you back into things. I'm trying to get you back into stuff. You're my project now, Sean Crandall.
Yay. I'm being worked on.
I want you in my life, Sean Crandall. Sean Crandall, you're my blowbo. Bring your tentacle back into my life. Thank you, Sean. Tyler, let's wrap up this program, but before we do, let people know where they can get all the Tyler Kinney, whether it be in a barbecue restaurant or in a romance novel convention or, wherever in Colorado.
I have an Instagram at cowboy_confessional. And it's just something I can say at this point because it's just show flyers and I don't know. Actually, we shot some bullshit. We might edit like videos. I don't know.
Heck yeah.
As a man in your 40s to be like, and then I'll make Instagram content. Like, you're just like, what am I doing? I'm gonna walk into traffic instead.
Well, sure, it's an option. All right. Well, this is this is a long one. I'm gonna already tee this up so we can get to it. Tyler Kinney, who would win in a fight between the crew of a ghost cruise ship cursed to sail the pleasure cruise of the damned for all eternity versus all of the members of a 70s cover band all of the members that a 70s cover band have had over the years, fueled by the resentment of coming together to clean out the band's storage unit after the guy who's been responsible for covering it finally got enough pressure from his wife to stop paying for it.
All right. Who will prevail in this battle of sad? The eternal hopelessness of the crew of a ghost ship or the downtrodden surrender of members of Ghost Ship, the 70s cover band that had too many members and not enough gigs? Exterior, night, oceanside storage facility. The aged members of the long-defunct cover band Ghost Ship meet in a darkened storage facility, inexplicably on the end of a long pier. The reunion is one of practicality. Split up the amps and cables and stands of this middling cover band. Once they rocked VFW halls, and now they rock compression socks. Just 15 old guys who all played lead guitar, avoiding eye contact and shuffling in their keds. They wordlessly open the garage door. They share a knowing smile as the gear comes into view. We really rocked, didn't we? Says a guy with a knee brace. Just then, the unholy sound of a ghost ship's horn, which sounds like a normal boat horn, but is accompanied by the wails of countless undead service workers nearing the end of their infinite shift. These ghouls are ready to be tipped out in blood. They topple off the boat and onto the pier. "Oh no, not again," shouts an old guy in a Kangol hat. The band jumps into action. The liver-spotted seniors pass out mic stands and drum parts, arming themselves for the fray. It has been 30 years to the day since that cruise ship gig went south, when they did blow off a sarcophagus in the cargo hold. They knew this day would come. The 15 lead guitarists of Ghost Ship released a curse and had to jump overboard and swim to safety, and they barely escaped the clutches of the wait staff that turned into mindless drones in the service of an ancient evil. An army of cater waiters and cleaning ladies with solid white eyes descends on their storage unit. What ensues is a very metal battle of where old men are smashing the skulls of demons until there's nothing left but piles of entrails and polyester. As they stand over their vanquished enemies, an eerie green cloud spirals overhead. The 15 lead guitarists of the cover band Ghost Ship split their PA gear and unsold merch, and then they slog through the carnage back to their Kia Sportages. Once inside his baseline Kia Sportage, a guy in a neck brace and a polo shirt glances at himself in the rearview mirror and sighs, "Man, we really did rock, didn't we?" And then a ghost ship busboy jumps up from the back seat and bites his fucking ear off. Credits.
And that was the Stab Show. Thank you all for joining us tonight, and of course a special thank you to our fantastic panel, Sean Crandall and Tyler Kinney. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, unprompted. Hey, if you enjoyed that, we think you'll love catching the Stab Show live every dang week. Just come on down to Stab Comedy Theater or tune in on Stab TV on YouTube or Twitch Fridays at 7 p.m. for that style of enjoyment good. Of course, you can always take the show with you wherever you go by subscribing via the podcast provider of your choice. And maybe rate it or share it, review it. That'd be cool. But unfortunately, that's all we've got for you tonight. So until next time, I've been your host, Jesse Jones, taunting the DA and Chief of Police by leaving subtle but vague enough clues about my crimes throughout the body of this program. I'll see you in hell, Drableton and McClintosh. Good night. All right, that was the program. We did it. We did it. Oh, but now we're a touch late. So I've got to get things turned over for the 8 o'clock show. You can stick around if you'd like. We'd love to have you. 8 o'clock, it's Psychic Temple. 9 o'clock, No Boys Allowed. 2 stand-up, fun, good time shows. Eventually, Spotify will play the music that I have asked it to. So yeah, I'm going to strike everything here, get things ready for the rest of the night. If you're done with us, check out stabcomedytheater.com. Otherwise, Psychic Temple will begin in, let's call it, 7-ish minutes. Good night, guys.
Bye. Stick around.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
What you Do you know what's worth fighting for when it's not worth dying for? Does it take your breath away and you feel yourself suffocating? Does the pain weigh out the pride and you look for a place to hide? Did someone break your heart inside? You're in ruins. 21 guns, lay down your arms, give up the fight. 21 guns, throw up your arms into the sky. You and I. When you're at the end of the road and you lost all sense of control and your thoughts have taken their toll, when your mind breaks the spirit of your soul, your faith walks on broken glass and the hangover doesn't pass. Nothing's ever built to last. You're in ruins. 21 guns, lay down your arms, give up the fight. 21 guns, throw up your arms into the sky. You and I. Did you try to live on your own when you burned down the house and home? Did you stand too close to the fire like a liar looking for forgiveness from a stone? When it's time to live and let die, and you can't get another try, something inside this heart has died. You're in ruins. 21 guns, lay down your arms.
Welcome to Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Psychic Temple. Please welcome to the stage, it's Temple Kirk.
Hi, everybody. Right on. How are you doing tonight? Got a lot of lovely people here in the crowd tonight. I'm already getting some vibes from some of you, already switching seats around. You know, you got to be in the right spot to play footsie. Like, if you're in the wrong spot to play footsie and you have to reach over the person in between you, some signals are going to get crossed. Some people are going to think that polyamory is happening when you're trying to go for just, you know, tapping one foot. And, you know, No, but anyway, you all five are sitting where last week, like, a multi-person polycule sat. And, like, doing a reading on them was like fish in a barrel, you know? It was like, you guys use Google spreadsheets, right? And they're like, how did you know? You know? Yeah, that was really easy. Anyway, I'm Temple Kirk, and I don't want to say I am a psychic, but I don't want to say I'm not a psychic. I'm touched. I'm blessed with certain things. I don't want to say I am a stand-up comedian. I don't want to say I used to be a stand-up comedian. I'm still kind of both. I'm going to tell you some jokes tonight before we get into the heart of the psychic readings. And so basically, I want to talk about a friend of mine that passed recently. And I had a friend that passed recently, and it was kind of sad. And he was cremated, and his directions for his family were, to take his ashes and bring little bits of his ashes to places that he loved. And so they drop a little bit of the ocean, they drop a little bit of the forest. And I got some of his ashes to drop somewhere he loved. So, I went to the bar and I sprinkled some of his ashes into the mixed drinks the bartenders were making when they weren't looking, And that got me to thinking, like, when I die, I've heard that, like, there's a special process that you can have somebody's body turned into a crystal after they die, and that's, like, really neat. And, like, so I totally want to do that. When I die, I not only want them to turn me into a crystal, but I also want me to then fracture the crystal and turn me into margarita salt. I think that would be really awesome. So one of the things that excites me, this one live, we're live here, great. One of the things that excites me is I sort of have a secret co-host for the show, and I haven't brought her up to the stage yet, but I'm gonna do that right now. Everybody, give a big hand to my secret co-host, Trudy Matheson. No, come on up. Yeah, you deserve some stage time. All right, you even get a microphone, how about that? Okay. Yeah. Excellent. So, Trudy, you were going to tell everybody about your thesis about 1890s compression garments and how they were a social construct meant to oppress women. I've got like 5 minutes for you to talk about that. Go right ahead. Okay. What? All right, that's reasonable. What about that one thing you wanted to tell everybody about how ketchup is a pyramid scam?
It is.
It is? Okay. All right. And what about that one thing? What, like, you used to like work in a submarine or something like that, right?
No, not a submarine. Nuclear missiles.
It was nuclear missile silo. That's like a submarine. It's just turned right side up rather than upside down, right? Okay. Anything else you want to tell the people before I send you back to your secret mission?
I'll go.
Okay. I'll go. Give it up for Trudy, everybody. Trudy, 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 Trudy. Woo! See, like, this is why we make the big bucks, Trudy negotiated my whole deal here. It's paid off like 0.5% of my debt. And that's not 50% of my debt, 0.5% of my debt. This is a small community comedy theater. I have a lot of debt. So I went and did a show in Nevada City recently, and it was fun. I did some readings, and I did some comedy, and I remembered that when I was a kid, there was a guy that lived up there, and my family had property in Nevada City, and there was this guy who grew giant pumpkins, and he was obsessed with giant pumpkins, and every day he'd ride his John Deere tractor around and like go work in his pumpkin patch, and he was so excited about his pumpkins, and he loved his John Deere tractor. And, eventually after a while, he got so obsessed with this that his wife left him, and that was the end of the relationship. And so I don't think that was the first time that an obsession with John Deere ended up becoming a Dear John. And it won't be the last either, which is why I advise you to use Kubota farm tractor products. It'll save your relationship and save you a lot of money. John Deere is not about right to repair. They do all these over-the-air updates. You can't even like fix your own tractor. They're the scam, not Ketchup Trudy. It's actually John Deere that's the scam. So as many of you know, I am queer. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm fabulous. I don't have the cool colored hair that lots of queers have. I'm not gym toned. I'm not fashionable. I am wearing sparkly sneakers. That's about as far as I go. But that doesn't mean that like I negate my identity. What that means is I'm basically more of a grizzled 1890s prospector queer. Like that's the type of queer I am. It's like rather than like, hey, let's go to the club, it's more like There's gold in them thar hills. Now I'm supposed to say there's gold in they them hills, but that would be a stolen joke. That would be a stolen joke. Absolutely not okay. How you doing, Danny? Jesse. Thank you, Jesse. Sorry. That's all right. You see, I always fuck up. I can't remember comedians' names. Yeah. Oh, you're that one. Excellent. See, that's why I want to say, like, the comedians on our show tonight, Bob, Jane, and Amanda. You know, I'm sure I've got all three of those names wrong. You know, that's how that goes. It is towards the end of summer here in Sacramento, and you know, Sacramento is not a place with 4 seasons. Sacramento is a place with 2 seasons, as far as I'm concerned: swamp ass and not swamp ass. And you know, how I've dealt with it is I've been watching what I eat. I'm still a large person, but I've been slowly losing weight. I've been, you know, getting in slightly better shape, and, you know, doing my knee lifts and stuff. And I can proudly say now that, like, I can reach all the way back around to wipe my own ass again. Like, I no longer have to sit on the cat anymore. I think that shit's awesome. Any of you been following entertainment news lately? No, entertainment news? Did you hear that Disney acquired Six Entertainment recently? Six Entertainment is a notable horror movie production house, and Disney acquired them. And when Disney acquires a production house, basically, it means that any of the characters from that production house can officially be added to the pantheon of Disney princesses. So this means that now the human centipede is officially a Disney princess. Like, the whole Disney Fox thing that happened way back in the day, I thought that was as far as it would go. Yes, Klinger from MASH, Disney princess all the way. But now lips to assholes, lips to assholes, lips to assholes. You know, like that's up there with Moana, and I'm really cool. I'm really cool with that, honestly. That makes me feel pretty happy about that. I've got some regulars. You two have been to almost all the Psychic Temple shows, if not all the Psychic Temple shows, and so I figure as people of retirement age, I should probably do an age-appropriate joke here. And so, you know that Paul Simon song, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover? You know, it's like, you know, make new plans, Stan, just give her the key, Lee. And, you know, I have a problem with that song. Is basically, it's an earworm, and it gets into my head. And as a comedian and as a psychic, like, I get some bad feelings sometimes. You know, sometimes I feel like self-harm, and so it starts changing in my head to, you know, things like put your head in the oven, Evan. You know, for example, you know, just jump off a cliff, Biff. Put a bullet in your temple. You know, it's like sometimes I just want to hear the sounds of silence for once. You know. But the thing that gets me the worst about that show, or about that song, is basically it's 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. And I've listened to the whole entire song and even extended versions of this. He only gives you 5 ways to leave your lover in the whole damn song. So as far as I'm concerned, Paul Simon owes us 45 more ways to leave our lover. And he's not getting any younger, so he needs to get on that ASAP, you know, before it's too late and he leaves us hanging for the rest of eternity. Do you agree that Paul Simon needs to give us more? He owes us 45 more ways to leave our lover. But you two aren't leaving any lovers. You've been married for what, 50 years or so? 53 years. Give it up for the 53 anniversary couple here. Yeah. Yeah, I would make jokes about how I was married for like 8, but I was married to their daughter, and so I don't want to piss them off. Thanks, I appreciate that.
Once he gets to be 75, the whole world doesn't matter.
And then once your hips start hurting, you don't want to carry on both sides, just a smaller piece on one side. And as we all know, smaller calibers will wound, they'll injure, they have a degree of stopping power, but you're probably not going to die from a smaller caliber shot. Exactly. You know, the recoil, that'll hurt your wrist. I'm going to do a reading in just a second, but I want to talk about one more thing really quick here. You know, I am non-binary, and in my opinion, the best thing about being a non-binary person, at least in most states, is I can use whatever bathrooms I want. And other states, you can't use any bathrooms at all, but this is California, and so I could use whatever bathrooms I want. And so those of you who aren't used to using all the bathrooms, I just want to like say this. Like when you go into a men's bathroom, like there's urinals on the wall and they're really stark. It's just like, here's a piece of porcelain, and maybe if you're lucky, there's like an advertisement above it, and it's just a stark white wall. It's really a not very welcoming experience. But when you go into the women's bathroom, the urinals hanging off the wall have a mirror in front of them, and they've got hot and cold running water, and it's just, they've got soap even to wash their hands afterwards. So it's a far better experience. And so ladies, if you understand, like, you know, if you understand this, this explains why your men aren't washing their hands after they go to the bathroom. Who wants to wash their hands in the little piss stream, you know? So you want actual hot and cold running spigots there. So I'm going to have to put this on the stand for this. I'm going to try a new reading. I was watching this show online. This is guy, I think his name is Tyler Henry. I just call him Twinkie McTwinkerson. But he's got this way of doing a psychic reading where he like scribbles, and like the stuff comes to him when he scribbles. And like I got to tell you this, like I'm getting my crystal ball today. Like, do you guys want to know this? I am finally getting my crystal ball today. Like, you know, you look at the ads for the show, and here I am with my crystal ball. I don't actually have a crystal ball. That's AI generated. It's not AI generated. I would never do that. No, but it's like, I actually don't have a crystal ball yet, but tonight I'm getting my crystal ball, and it's just gonna like up my game so hard. Like I'm gonna become so fucking like deeply psychic. I'm gonna be able to like know what you ate for breakfast on like October 18th, 2011 once I have this crystal ball. It's gonna be so rad. But next show I'll start using that. But right now I wanna try Tyler Henry's method of scratching out some things and seeing if it helps my reading. And I'm gonna do a reading on you. Yeah, our friend sitting next to El Jefe there. So, okay. So I'm seeing like a T name, like Tanya, like Tallulah. Okay. Tabalaba? No, that's not right. That was somebody I met in Tijuana who picked up tips off the floor without using her hands. That was another story. Okay, maybe I'm not going to get the name, but let me start scribbling here a little bit. You have an issue with, like, there's like a medical issue. Something medical, something with, like, a doctor. A doctor... okay, here we go. All right. Does this have anything to do with what? Yeah. Women don't actually have kidneys. Does that have anything to do with your situation? 100%. Okay. Now I would say that's my psychic powers, but that's just my history as a medical advocate, knowing that sexist male doctors don't listen to women's problems. You just have hysteria, blah, 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 blah. They don't listen to fat people's problems. Lose 150 pounds and everything will clear up, you know? You don't have any, like, actual diseases or anything. Okay, all right. Well, that, you know, let's see if I can do it for real, though, this time. All right. So this one's coming through vague. Kind of vague. I'm seeing a dollar sign. I'm seeing sad. Tamara, is that it? Yeah. All right. There we go. I'm seeing sad Tamara. And like a question mark and some money. Like, so you're having money issues? There's like some issue with money. Okay. All right. Let's try this again. Okay, money. I'm seeing something green that makes a low noise. I guess it could be a garbage. Ooh, wait a minute, no. Something green makes a low noise, so like something weird that like like if you drink too much Diet Pepper, that type of noise, Diet Pepper, that noise. Okay, almost coming through. All right, here we go. I think this is Tamara with like a frog, and it says shoplifting merchandise in California valued at $950 or less is petty theft, not grand theft. And then I see Hobby Lobby down there. So I think this means that does this mean that rather than buying a giant frog at Michael's, you should have shoplifted it from Hobby Lobby? Okay. All right. That's just good for you all to know. Like, why buy any major purchases at Michael's at those overrated prices when you could shoplift them from Hobby Lobby? They're not even going to detain you unless it's getting close to $950. Okay. All right. This is working, I think. This is not bad. Okay. All right. One more. Okay. I'm seeing like a house. I'm seeing sun. I'm seeing somebody with something sharp. Okay, here we go. It's like somebody cutting like sunflowers in front of a house. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm getting here. All right. Let's see what else is coming through. Okay. Oh, this is violent. Ooh. This is a side of Tamara I have not psychically seen before. Okay. Almost. Here we go. All right. So here's Tamara with a cell phone and a gun, and somebody tied up, and it says, "Hello, HOA president. I need 12 freshly planted mature sunflowers and $1 million if you ever want to see your gardener alive again." That wasn't you? All right. Did I get any of these right? Okay. 10 for 10. All right. This Tyler Henry twink, he's got something going on, and if I don't get good at this crystal ball before next month's show, then I think I'm gonna have to. Oh, hold on, I got a little message here. Oh, awesome! Break all the legs. Okay, I think that's from one of my comedy fans, but it also might be from my mom who's mad at me. It's certainly within the realm of possibility. Okay. All right. Anyway, I want to introduce our first guest of tonight, like a mainstay around here at Stab, also the producer and host of the 9 o'clock show tonight, No Boys Allowed. Everybody give it up for Jess Roberts. Thank you, Jess. Thank you for being here.
I think I'm okay.
You think you're okay?
Am I? God damn it.
Yeah, I know. Too high a microphone stand. So, I'm glad you're here. You in good spirits?
Too. I'm in spirit. I don't know about spirits.
Okay, you're in good spirit. All right, that's. I'm gonna do a little reading and see if I can learn a little bit more about the spirit hovering around you.
There's something hovering around me.
There is something hovering around you.
I didn't know my kids were here.
No, it's not a child. It's not a child.
Thank God.
It's something that makes a loud noise out of two different ends, though.
My dad?
Your dad.
But he's still alive.
Okay, so no.
My grandma, she used to have the walking parts.
Ooh. That'll happen, especially in the late 90s when they switched from like things baked in fat to that Olean stuff.
Olean, I remember that. It said that it would cause anal seepage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like at the bottom of the screen of the commercials, may cause anal seepage. And I was like, hells yeah, give me some of that, you know? And so now everything's like that, which is why 2/3 of us out here have dirty chonies, and then everybody else is vegan. So.
I don't have a gallbladder, so
you don't have a gall.
It's anybody's guess.
It's anybody's guess. Okay, I don't think it's a dog.
It could be. Is it my memers?
Yeah, I think it might be your memers. Like, was memers either like a giant German Shepherd or a very small Chihuahua?
Chihuahua.
Oh, Chihuahua. Okay.
Yeah.
So
her name was Mimi the mischievous miscreant.
Aww.
Yeah, she was 16, had no teeth, one eye. Yeah, that's right.
And
I love her too. I have her in a box.
If I remember correctly, she's a bit of an ankle biter.
No, she had no teeth.
No teeth. Well, that doesn't mean she's not an ankle biter. I mean,
nope. She was the absolute opposite of a Chihuahua. She was chill. She didn't do the weird vibrating thing.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Okay, so I must be like perceiving her dreams, like things that she couldn't live in her real life.
She did bark a lot in her sleep.
Okay, sleep barking. Okay, so in her sleep, she was biting all the ankles. Now, what I can't determine is whether she was dreaming about biting the ankles with the teeth and doing harm to ankles, or biting the ankles without teeth and just gumming them as a sign of affection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think so.
All right. Well, I feel good about this. I have one more thing coming through. I have this idea coming through that you want to do some comedy.
That's the first thing you've gotten right all night, darling.
Right
So,
on.
yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you do that. I'm going to go towel off the sweat and see if my crystal ball has shown up. So everybody give it up for Jess Roberts.
All right, all right. All right, so if you've ever dealt with a family member that has cancer, I know, going deep quick. Anyway, just like a frat boy. Anyway, no, so if you've ever had, you learn all these new medications, right? Guys, I don't know what it is about your guys' medications that sound like Greek gods. Like Cialis, you know, Viagra. That sounds more like a feminine one, though. So I don't think Republicans are going to use that one. Gender-affirming care and all. But no, my mom has cancer, and she has this fucking chemo. It is literally called Hurt You. Right? Fucking as on the nose as you can be, and this shit sucks. Okay? But I will say, I'm very close to my mom. I have been for a while, but I'm even closer now because I've seen her bits. And when you see your mother's bits for the first time, you just, I don't know, maybe it was just me because I'm fucking weird, but I'm like, somebody touched that to make me. And it freaked me out a lot. But yeah, it's so weird, this whole journey of it. And like, I told her, I was like, is that really the name? You couldn't have something nicer? Like, see the other side? Something, you know, something nicer, but Hurt You, just right on the nose. It was kind of weird. So a few months back, my mom got a PET scan. Do you guys know what a PET scan is? Yes, everybody knows what that is. If not, it's when they scan your body in a magic machine and it lights up wherever cancer's at, right? And so my mom had a late night call from the doctor, and the doctor was this very well put together looking Asian feller, and he was like, all right, Mrs. Roberts, we're gonna look at your PET scan right now. And when I tell you she knocked him back a few generations, he just sat there and was like, oh, this is not good. And I was like, why are we in a Kurosawa film? Like, this is really weird, you know? But yeah, he dropped every professionalism, and he just kept going, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And I, being the stoner that I am, was laughing my ass off on the other side. And my mom, after she got off, she just looked horrified, and she's like, why are you laughing? So I have to explain it to her, because my mom doesn't always get jokes 100%. It's not the greatest thing for her to come see my shows either, because she's like, I don't get it. And I was like, then I have to explain. But anyway, I explained it to her. Then she laughed her ass off, and she peed a little bit, and then we had to go through all the bits and pieces again. It was fun. But besides that, let's see. I have children. Anybody in here have offspring? Crotch goblins, whatever the fuck they're called to you. I just call them like, get over here, asshole. Like, but no. I have 3 kids. I have a 14-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 3.5-year-old. The 3.5-year-old is of a different flower. It was a whoops-a-daisy kind. Yeah, he was not planned. And it was kind of funny when I first figured out his name, because everyone was like, you're really going to name him that? Number 1, I'm a Star Wars fan, and number 2, I just don't want to have any more kids, so I named him Finn, because I'm finished having fucking kids. Okay? Yeah, and I love him. He's so cool. He's like the neatest little kid. You just give him fucking dinosaurs, animals, trains. Did I mention he's autistic? It's fun having an autistic kid when you find out that you yourself are also a little on the autistic side. Because we're going through all the fucking, tests and everything, and I'm like, doesn't look people in the eye, that's me. That doesn't work well with me, that's me. Doesn't like people touching. Am I autistic? Then his dad in an IEP, because he's a smart man, he goes, so is he gonna grow out of this? And I was like, I didn't. He's Captain Google, Okay, he is. He's Captain Google. So it was really weird. So one of the nights that I had to deal with my mom being in the hospital, I gave him a call and I said, "Hey, can you watch our son?" And he's like, "No, I have plans." And I was like, "My mom's in the hospital." He says, "No, I have plans." You know what his plans were? Recording a co-parenting podcast. I'm telling you, I can't make this shit up if I fucking tried, right? So it's just a little weird, you know, being a parent in today's society. What the fuck are the kids watching? Have you guys seen this amazing digital circus shit? No, you guys don't. All right, well, I have, and it is the weirdest acid trip for kids that I've ever seen in my life. There is literally a giant wind-up teeth that just run after people, and I'm like, I could do that for free. Because, see, when you have kids, this weird thing happens to your body. They can suck the fucking life out of you, and instead of sucking the life out of me, they took my fucking teeth. So I have spent probably over 10 grand in the last 2 years on my teeth. These bad boys are not locked in, because to get the locked in kind, you got to have like a kidney for them, like $50,000 fucking dollars for implants. It's like, bitch, if I had $50,000, I'd own a house. Like, we're not doing this. So anyway, it's really crazy. So I'm getting the procedure done. They give me the bill, and there's like $10,000, and I'm just like, I understand why people have OnlyFans now, you know? And the American medical society that we're in, if your teeth are hurting, you gotta film yourself squirting. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't make the fucking rules, all right? Speaking of squirting, I started dating in the last year and a half-ish, and it's really crazy because it's a good one. And my brain goes, fuck it up. Oh, he's nice, and he remembers all the shit that you ever fucking say. There's something wrong. Find it. And it's always the dumb things, like, you didn't say goodnight to me. And it's like, when did I become that fucking person? Right? We hate those people, right? We don't like them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was always, and then it's that little asshole in your brain, because having ADHD and, you know, neurospicy and stuff like that, it's that little asshole in there. And I have to quiet that asshole down because this is the best dick I've gotten in my fucking life. No, it's too much. It's too fucking much. Packing, dude, I'm telling you, more meat than a turducken, it's packing. It's fucked up, you know? But it's, you know, how do I explain it a little bit better? Because I want to. You know when you top a pencil and it just doesn't go any further? That's exactly how it feels. It's fucking crazy. But if you liked what you heard from me, please stick around. See the next show, because I have some of the most amazing lady comedians on the show. Hello, it's No Boys Allowed, because we're not dicking around. That's right, that's right. And on top of it, we have somebody for their very first booked show, and I love doing those. So if you guys want to stick around and hang out and you liked what you heard, you're going to hear a lot more of that from the other stuff. Anyway, you know how the shows work, all right? But I'm going to give Temple, are you ready to come back? Yeah, you ready to come back? All right, so give it up for your host.
Keep it going for Jess Roberts, everyone. So I was outside, and I was like trying to channel something, and I was trying to think about it, and something came through, a lot of R's, a lot of R's, a lot of R's, and I was like, is it Talk Like a Pirate Day soon? R. And I was like, all right, no, I don't think that's it. And then I got this vision of a couple of famous people coming out of the closet, and I saw Ryan Reynolds, and I was like, all right, that's really cool, you know, it plays Deadpool, you know, very queer character. And then I saw Ryan Gosling, and I was like, oh, wow, wouldn't that be awesome? What if Ryan Gosling was queer? And then the voices in the spirit said, no, Temple, get this shit. Ryan Gosling and Ryan Reynolds are not only both going to come out, but they're going to hook up. And they're going to become the power couple, Ryan Reynolds Gosling and Ryan Gosling Reynolds. I'm like, oh, this is absolutely great. Yeah, RRG and RGR, you know. So RGR, Talk Like a Pirate Day is going to be great for us then, you know. Yeah, so the spirits are moving me, and I just checked my delivery app, and it looks like my crystal ball is going to get here before the end of the show. I'm so excited to show it to you. And who's moving around back there? What's going on? Hi, may I help you?
Yeah, you owe me child support.
What? No.
10 years of back child support.
10 years? No. No. How is that possible? I was still married 10 years ago.
Right.
Not. Oh, shit. Hide me! Hide me! This is bad. This is really bad.
This was the address I was given by the courts, by the way. By the
Out of my
courts.
way!
So, just so you know, you can run all you want. They don't owe child support. I don't even have kids, so. I just heard that's the way you get some stage time in this place. How are we all doing tonight, Stab? My name is Rosha Zabihi. I'm very excited to be here tonight. I just got started doing stand-up, so I've been doing this for about 5 months now. About 5 months ago, I took a look around and I thought, now's probably the perfect socio-political time for an annoying Iranian woman to try to get famous. The timing just seemed right. I don't know. I don't know. It worked for Kim Kardashian. You know what I mean? Before her, it was terrorist this and terrorist that. And now we have our own porn category. So take that, Nazis. Yeah, I'm very proud to be Iranian. One thing about us, we are some pretty savvy negotiators. We do take it a little too far sometimes, though. Like when my dad tried to barter with me once about how much weight to lose. That was, it's fine, you can laugh. To be fair, he was very aware that I was on an intentional weight loss journey. I've lost about 60 pounds so far, so I'm very happy about that. Thank you. Did someone boo? I could have sworn I heard someone boo. Yeah, I've lost about 60 pounds so far, but when I told my dad about it, he was like, immediately just wanted to get to the numbers, right? He was like, well, what's your goal weight? I was like, I don't know, Dad, I'm not putting a number on it, you know? He goes, 150. I was like, all right, pump the brakes, Diva. That's not how this works, okay? Like, you don't own 51% of this company, Joan Crawford. You don't get like a majority shareholder like opinion of my body, okay? That's not how this works. He was like, well, you talk about weight with your mom all the time. I was like, right, Mom gets to talk shit about my weight because she sort of did the most to create my body. Like, she sort of destroyed hers to make mine, right? And thinking back on your contributions, I'm pretty sure all you had to do was come. So I don't think you really earned that right. You know what I mean? It is cool being Iranian. You could say we're a little more represented in the media these days. Did you guys know that being represented in the media sucks? Yeah, it blows. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, quite frankly. Honestly, my life was pretty great before we were represented in the media, and everyone just kind of thought I was some kind of cool, Latina from a country they'd never heard of before, maybe from Central America, perhaps. Yeah, it was great. All the cholas at school accepted me right away. They brought me into the fold and taught me how to do my makeup with all matte cosmetics, It was great. What do we have now that we're represented in the media? A bunch of white boys saying, inshallah. It's not worth it. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, we're just not getting a good ROI on that. It is really cool having immigrant parents, though. It's, they're definitely the people that gave me the sense of humor I have today. For example, one hilarious thing they did was escape a terrifying religious dictatorship in Iran and then come all the way over here and then enroll my brother and I in a private fundamentalist Christian high school. Hilarious. No, and it sounds kind of counterintuitive, but when you think about it, it actually makes a lot of sense, right? Like, they were hearing their immigrant friends complain all the time about how, these American kids, they're spoiled, they don't understand all the religious trauma we went through, right? So my parents were like, so just make them. Like, you think there's a shortage of religious freaks in this country? Like, look around. This is the land of opportunity, you know what I mean? My dad, I guess he thought he was doing something and preventing us from getting propagandized to. When he would drop us off, he would be like, don't listen to these fairy tales they'll tell you. We were like, okay, Dad, sick, cool, right on, fight the power. However, we do get graded in fairy tale class. Fairy tale class does ultimately factor into our GPA, so kind of not possible, unfortunately. Yeah, the school was super religious. They were like super fundamentalist, right? Like they were, we had prayer before each class, right? The teachers were very serious about this. Sometimes students could ask for prayer requests, right? So it's pretty much what it sounds like for anyone who's not familiar. It's just, the teacher is about to engage in prayer, ask students if they want to, if there's anything on their mind, anything on their hearts they want to pray about. And sometimes if it's something really heavy, something you don't want to say out loud, you could make it an unspoken prayer request. So as you can imagine, this was just an incredible resource for attention-seeking teenagers such as ourselves. Just really a treasure trove. No, we started abusing that privilege so badly. Whenever we wanted attention, we had a teacher just tell us we couldn't do it anymore. You have to understand, though, the draw of that, like you could go potentially with the right unspoken prayer request. You could go from being like an unknown loser to like the mysterious girl with a troubled secret home life, you know what I mean? Like, it's a very compelling draw if you're a loser, like it was great. Like I said, they were very fundamentalist. We did chapel every week, and one chapel speaker, I'll never forget this guy, he came to tell us about how pro-life he was. He was very pro-life, very against abortion. And the reason he was so pro-life is because he felt so guilty about all the abortions he made his ex-girlfriends get. So, yeah, which kind of seems like, I don't know, it just kind of seems selfish, you know what I mean? Like, damn, you really tapped the keg on that resource before deciding no one else should get to use it, you know what I mean? Like, cool, no, you get to do it as many times as you want, but we all have to suffer, right? So it's just like, you ever had that friend in college that like went a little too crazy with the jungle juice every time, and then the next morning in the group chat, they try to get high and mighty, like, guys, we can't have any more jungle juice. Like, I think you can't have any more jungle juice, Miss Thing. The rest of us don't seem to have an issue here, you know what I mean? It seems to be kind of a you problem, I don't know. It's like, have you ever considered that maybe you feel so bad because you used so many? You know what I mean? Like, maybe this isn't a morality issue, but rather a resource allocation issue, Like, I don't know, it just seems like a lot to go through. The Bible doesn't even mention abortion. They do mention greed, they definitely mention greed. The cool thing about this school, though, is that we did get to learn, I got to kind of see the behind the scenes on how Christian fundamentalism works, and then because of my parents, I find out a lot about how fundamentalist Islam works, and it turns out they're kind of like mostly the same, you know what I mean? Like, it's just mostly that they just hate the same things, you know what I mean? It's like they don't like alcohol or drugs or like slutty women or gay men or just things like people generally take enjoyment out of. They just like all are united in hatred about, sort of, and that's kind of their main thing. And I guess you'd think that would make them get along, right? Like, you'd think, like, okay, cool, like, so they hate all the same stuff, they'll get along great. Turns out, no, right? It turns out it's a little bit more like, have you ever tried to introduce two of the wrong kinds of gay guy to each other? It's kind of more like that, you know what I mean? Like, you get these guys at a party, you get them, you're excited, you think they're gonna get along, and then you remember that, like, one of them's a city gay and one of them's a country gay, I was like, oh, that wasn't gonna work out. But yeah, you could say I had kind of a mixed upbringing because of, my school background and my parents' background. And so now, as a result, I just have this kind of like weird hodgepodge of half conservative and half progressive political opinions, with like a weird biblical undertone. And like, it just makes for some weird like advice and thoughts. Because, I'm married. I've been married for coming up on 5 years now. My husband's actually in the audience here. Give it up for him. And yeah, so it's, it's a good relationship, and we get asked advice from time to time. And the advice I have to give at this point is just like unusable. You know what I mean? Like I'll have friends that come up to me and they're like, I don't know what to do. My friend, he wants to open up the relationship, or this guy who wants to open up the relationship, and I don't really want to do that, but he wants to break up if we don't. What do I do? And my answer will just be like, yeah, that sounds tough. I think you have to kill that guy. I think you have to challenge him to a duel and fight for your honor. Like, he disrespected you, so, you have to sort of defeat him publicly to preserve your dignity. Hope that helps. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for your time. I'm going to get off before I get off. Okay, all right, see you guys later.
That's not my child. That's not my child. I looked at my records. I had trans-affirming surgery over 10 years ago. I was absolutely medically certifiably shooting blanks at that time. Absolutely no way that I could be a parent to whoever that was as child. So don't believe the hype. I didn't hear what she said. I ran so far away. A flock of seagulls would have probably said, hey, you owe us royalties. But no, I feel a lot better about this now. Comedians will do anything for stage time, right? Yeah, that's how it goes. We're getting towards the end of the show now. I feel good about it, but I really thought that like my crystal ball was gonna be here by now, and that's something I've got the feels about. And oh, wait a minute, I see somebody. Oh boy, it's my crystal ball. Let me sign for it. Awesome. Okay. Oh, this isn't as heavy as I like. All right. Well, all right. Maybe it's like a special polymer. You know, maybe they don't make them out of glass like they used to. Will you stay here with me while I open this and celebrate the moment? What's your name, sir?
Of course. Johnny Hack.
Johnny Haggs, Temple Kirk. Nice to see you. All right. Let's rip this thing open. All right. All right. Okay. What? Something heavy in here. What? No. No. What in the actual heck is this? This is not right. This is not right. I ordered, you know, like a big actual crystal ball, and this is what they send me? This is the last time I ever order a crystal ball from Temu. This is garbage. I think I'm gonna lose it. I think I'm gonna fucking lose my shit here. Like, I had the whole next part of this show planned using this crystal ball to do readings on you, and they were gonna be so accurate, and now I don't know what to do. I'm gonna scribble like Twinkie McTwinkerson again, and like, I can't do that twice in a show. Oh, I don't know what to do. Delivery guy, what should I do?
You know, there was a pretty dope party down the street. Maybe you could check that out for a little bit.
There's a party?
Yeah, it's great.
You think it'll brighten my spirits?
Oh, definitely.
Well, I'd have to leave you on stage for a while I go. Do you think you could keep these people entertained for a little bit?
Oh, sure, yeah.
You think you got it?
I can do it.
All right, Johnny, I'm going to leave the stage to you. You keep these people entertained. I'm going to go down the street to the party and try to brighten my spirits up, and I'll be back when I don't feel like crap about this stupid crystal ball.
I hope it works out for you, Temple. Temple Kirk. Well, hey, everybody, I'm Johnny Haggs. Yeah, nice to see you. I'm a disabled man. You know, I don't just say that to be cool. I know it's real trendy these days. But people don't realize that I have invisible disabilities. Heard of these? Yeah. People will ask me, how are you disabled, eventually. And they never ask me, how are you disabled? So that does hurt a bit. That does hurt. I'm glad I don't live in Japan. They have a strange culture around suicide. I get depressed. You know, I'm doom scrolling Instagram sometimes, and I see somebody doing a backflip and a half pipe in their wheelchair, and I'm just like, wow. You know, I guess I really am a piece of garbage. That's a joke, but you know. Not a joke. Japan, in my age, you can see roughly my age. In Japan, it's the leading cause of death, suicide of men my age. Unlike right here, where it's heart disease, USA. Strange culture to have a suicide forest, right? But I'll give them credit. You know, they're doing some legislation. They're doing what they can to change the culture. They're doing a PR rebrand. Any PR people in the crowd? No? Okay. There goes my shot at getting a PR person this night. But they're doing a rebrand, you know, brighten things up a little bit. It's no longer going to be the suicide forest. They're going to start calling it the Pokemon Go to Sleep Forever forest. So... got a big sponsor, fun for the whole family. You know, as I told you, I'm disabled. Yeah, I'm gay. I can say that. I am one. You look straight, ma'am. Can't laugh at that. I know. I embody it a little bit. I didn't mean to look like I work for Gay Ice. If that was a thing, but here we are. You know, ICE, Republicans are very closeted, so I think gay ICE is just ICE, but we don't like to talk about that. We don't take credit for them. It is interesting. I'm raised Christian and thought I was straight for a long time. I didn't consider the possibility, which I'm not all the way gay, ladies. But I heard about this thing back in the 1940s and 50s, the Kinsey studies. Anybody familiar? Yeah, it was very controversial at the time because it determined that most people are not purely heterosexual or homosexual. That was about 2% of people surveyed. Everybody else had some kind of gay fantasy or some experience, and so people kind of, it's a spectrum, right? And this was released in a couple books, and people called it the atomic bomb on American culture, 40s, 50s, which I bet I know who didn't call it that. The Japanese. Right? If you told that to a Japanese person, they'd be like, "Oh, you mean the Pearl Harbor on American culture?" Yeah, that one. Thank you. I got a touche. I think that's French, but maybe there's a way to say it in Japanese. I am dating. It's interesting dating as a disabled person. I tried speed dating for the first time. Hard to catch up, but no, I tried speed dating, and I really just tried my own version of it. I stayed home, I smoked meth, and I swiped Tinder. Speed dating. Look it up, guys. I grew up here in Oak Park, and it's a very diverse neighborhood. It used to be. And I had a best friend basically growing up who was Mexican. I was close with his family. This white guy's shirt says El Jefe. Microaggression. No, just me. My Mexican buddies, I think they liked me. I think they thought I was one sweet cookie because they called me macaron. We got some Spanglish speakers in the building. That's a joke, but they really did. They called me Pato Blanco growing up, which I recently found out actually does mean gay, to call someone a duck, which is crazy. That's crazy. They knew I was gay before I did, so it's the hand on the hip, I think, gives it away. Cool, I enjoyed that one. You could have too, but that's your choice. Does anybody actually know, is that really a thing? That any Latino X people in the crowd? Do people actually say, California Mexicans say duck for gay person? You never heard that? Okay. Well, quack, okay, quack. I'm not going back on that. I feel kind of strange Latinx people get to use the X, like they were never even slaves, right? Malcolm? Okay. We'll move on. He didn't like that one. Any Walt Disney fans in the crowd? Any Walt Disney fans? Make some noise if you're a Walt Disney fan. Okay, good. Yeah, just him. He looks like you look like you went to school with him. He's actually. He was 2 years ahead of me. Oh, nice. You were a sophomore. He was a senior. I heard he was a big anti-Semite. Is that true? I don't remember. Oh, okay. Sounds like a cop-out, but okay. I was drunk too often. Yeah, I think he was too. That's strange, though, that he calls it the Walt Disney Company and not the Disney Company, isn't it? I just realized that, like, somebody wanted a boy. Is Junior? Would have been Walt Disney. Okay. All right. I'm almost got the light here. I am I told you I got some depression. I was really going through it last year, but luckily I got like a free vacation to just go forget about it. Paid for by the state, all these drugs floating around, It was pretty wild. I can't tell you much. I was on that good stuff. All I remember was the address where I was. 5150. Anybody? Oh, just me. Okay. Hey, I think your host is back. Are you recloseted or? Hey, it's Temple Kirk, everybody. Hey, I've been Johnny Hags.
Johnny, that party. I went in and I was like in a mood, and somebody said eat this, and so I ate it, and somebody said drink this, and so I drank it, and oh my God, you have a mermaid on your head. Wow. And you're all three of the Beastie Boys. Oh my God. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like finish the show doing comedy, and I gotta be honest, I'm tripping balls right now. This is fucking rad. Trudy, will you help me finish the show, Trudy? Please help me finish the show. Come on back up, Trudy. Come on, help me finish the show. Trudy, tell them about that submarine stuff.
The what?
The upside down submarine stuff.
Oh, I wasn't in it.
Like talking to, like you were missiles or something. Talking to the mic. Tell them about the missiles and stuff.
Oh, I was in the military, and I was in nuclear missiles.
Yeah.
And I helped the crew in Germany. What do you call it? We were in silos, and we were in out on the outside.
Did you have to eat moldy peaches like they're eating on the USS Abraham Lincoln right now?
No.
No? Did they deploy you for like weeks and weeks, and then the president said he should leave you in the silo forever?
3 months at a time.
3 months at a time? Not like 290 days or anything like that?
No.
Wow. Even tripping balls, I know that the current aircraft carrier deployments are inhumane and cruel and messed up, and our president is an evil ass clown. Trudy, thank you for helping me finish the show. You all are still like turning into snakes in front of my very eyes, but I look at the clock and it says like 11:30, and I think that means my show is done. Do you guys think we've done enough show here tonight? All right. Well, I know, but we can't be here forever, because what's coming up next is a show called No Boys Allowed, and it's really awesome, and there's lots of amazing comics, and Jess hosts that, and Ashley, who I just met outside, who was turning into some sort of like five-legged bear, is going to be on it, and it's affordable, and there's more beer, and it's a lovely show, and I want you to give it up for the people who are on the show today, Trudy Matheson. And oh God, there was Jess Roberts, and then my lawyer let me know that the one that says I owe child support is Rosha Zabihi, and the form I signed for the delivery said Johnny Hags. The show is every third Friday at Stab. I think the next one is September 3rd Friday. I don't know. I think it's the 21st. I don't know. I'm really terrible at these things. Be here then. Be yourselves. Be amazing. Treat people well. And if somebody turns a snake in front of your very eyes, it means that you've probably been to the same party I just went to.
All righty, everybody. That was Psychic Temple. But we're not done. If you'd like to continue your evening, No Boys Allowed will begin in about 5-ish minutes. But if you're done with us, do check out stabcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. We're live in person Thursdays through Sundays, and we stream every gosh darn thing we do. No Boys Allowed will begin in, it looks like, about 5 minutes. Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for No Boys Allowed. Please welcome to the stage your host, Jess Roberts.
It's okay. I learned how to walk yesterday. It's fine. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I want to hear some loudness. All right. We are just the delayed response. It's okay. It's like listening to men. Anyway, this is No Boys Allowed. If you've never been here, this is a show where we highlight the ladies and theys of the comedy world because we were tired of dick. And I like your energy. Let's keep that fucking going. But yeah, any parents in the room? Anybody have humans, little crotch goblins? No? Okay. All right. Well, I do. I have 3 of them. Don't let the hair fool you. I like men mostly. But no, I have little humans. I have a 3.5-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 14-year-old. The 14-year-old just recently surpassed my height. I know that's not hard because I'm kind of short. I'm horizontally blessed. Anyway, but yeah, so she tried to do that like puff up thing, and I just look at her and I was like, "You get taken out by a Q-tip." Like, no. And I used to hit people with trash cans. Like, probably not a good idea, kid. And then my son, we were having a dance party because we like doing that. We like to be a little active, you know, can't just sit on their devices all day. And everybody was dancing. My little 3-year-old was dancing. My older daughter was dancing. My 9-year-old was just standing there looking at me. And I go, "Are you good? Like, aren't you going to do this?" And he just goes, "This is my nightmare." And I was like, "I feel you, buddy. It's kind of mine too, but you're all here." So it's weird. It's so weird when you're a parent. You either absolutely love it or you shit on it, okay? I'm kind of on the fence. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, there's days where it's amazing and awesome and it's all full of love, and then other days it's somebody ripped off a diaper. Why are you playing, you know, proctologist with the dog? And I don't know what it is about kids, but almost every single kid that I've been around that has been around a dog has tried to put a Cheerio in its ass at one point or another. And that's not a good idea. Dogs don't like that. I think there was one dog that did, but like turns out he was just paralyzed. So he probably didn't like it either. But yeah, my kids are crazy. That fucking 6'7" thing, I wanted to punch him in the throat. I didn't get it, because it literally means fucking nothing. Literally means nothing. And the whole, "Oh, 6'7". And then I have to think about it to myself, and I'm like, "Oh, these guys grow up to be open mic comics." Yay! Because guys will be in here and they'll be like, "My girlfriend, suck my dick, I don't know why they all think that is the same funny joke. By the way, I run the open mic here. Come on by. It's Thursdays. But yeah, if you've ever dealt with anybody that's dealt with cancer, the names of drugs is bullshit. Okay, so like, guys, you have ED or whatever, right? You get Cialis. It sounds like a Greek god. You know, Viagra sounds a little too feminine. Some Republicans might not take that, but like, it's really weird. My mom has cancer currently. She's fighting it. She's doing the good stuff. She's winning the fight, weirdly enough. But she has this cancer drug, and it's called Enhertu. What? Like, I don't know. Maybe call it like, "You're gonna make it." Maybe. Like, it's 50-50 on cancer, I think. I don't know. Statistically, you try and go and figure out like your whole lifespan or whatever on Google, because apparently everybody does it. And on the bottom it just says, "Don't take any of this for actual stuff. Go to a real fucking doctor." But yeah, I have a kid with a man who likes to Google everything. He Googled what Tdap was, and I was like, "That, you don't have one of those either?" And he's like, "No." And I was like, it's literally like your tetanus shot. That's what Tdap is. It's your fucking tetanus shot. And he's like, I don't know if we should give it to him. I'm like, ha, joke's on you. We already gave him one at birth. So, you know, but it's so weird. People run with that shit on the internet. Oh my God, it causes you to like grow a third fucking nipple or like a busted I don't know. But it's like, don't play Dr. Google. It's not fun and you're not qualified. Because if we see anything on the internet these days, we realize that someone with a microphone is not qualified for a lot of things. Okay, my mom recently was in the hospital, and I had called his dad and was like, "Hey, would you mind watching him a little earlier than usual? Because like my mom's in the hospital." And he's like, "No, because I have plans." You know what his plans were? Recording a co-parenting podcast. Yes, that is exactly what he decided to do. This is No Boys Allowed. We have some amazing comedians tonight. Thank you, thank you. Our very first comedian making her way all the way from back there. It's her first show. And I love doing first shows because people are always so nervous and scared, and then they realize that they can do it, and it just gives them a little oomph. And plus, I just feel good about giving people their first shows because it makes me feel good about myself because, like, you know, art needs more people, and, you know, let's open it up instead of, you know, trying to hide people from it. So, the very first comedian coming to the stage tonight, let's give a nice warm welcome to Miss Kelsey Rodriguez.
Wouldn't it be funny if I just stood here and said nothing at all? That would be great. Okay. So, I'm 5 feet tall. That's not the punchline. That's just a fact. I'm 5 feet tall, and I don't feel very small. I don't. You see, you know, but I also don't feel like I'm as small as like a little person. I just feel small. S-M-O-L, small, right? And I'd like to think that I'm young, right? You know, I'm in my mid-30s, which is also very young, right? But every now and again, I have relatives who like to remind me that time is ticking, kind of like a bomb, right? Like I've reached that age where I've also been a little bomb. And this is very original because I don't think any woman can ever relate to something like this. But typically when you reach your mid-30s, they usually almost always ask the question, you know, when are you gonna get married? But an even better one is, when are you gonna have kids, right? And that always feels really good to hear instead of, how are you? How are you doing? How's work? How's your job? How's all the cool things that you've accomplished in life? No, it goes straight to, where are the kids, right? And, you know, you don't wanna be an old mom and regret it, they say. And to that, I would also respond with, don't tempt me with a good time, right? Because no one ever says, 3 kids? Wow, so bold. I sure hope you don't regret that anytime soon. I sure hope that all of them are going to take care of you when you get old, right? I hope that they are there to look after you, right? Because of all the things that you've done to invest in them, which is great, right? You know, could you imagine if we started doing that to moms and dads at children's birthday parties, right? Pull them aside at their kid's birthday party and ask, hey, how are things going? How are things really going? Any regrets with having those 3 kids? The ones that are running around, maybe their introduction to America is, I don't know, this administration, right? I mean, think about having a young one growing up right now and looking at their TV and thinking, yeah, it's normal to have half-naked men fighting in the White House lawn, right? Like, that kind of sounds a little bit weird, right? but that's all normal for all of our youngins who are growing up, right? Especially in the US. And I'm not saying that having kids is bad, right? If you want to do it, that's totally fine. You know, if you have all of the capacity, all of the resources to do it, you know, you have all this love to give, then you should give it. And I think that that's fantastic. And surely some kids turn out great. Most don't, but some do. And I think that that's amazing. What I do have an issue with is the idea that life will become somewhat pointless, I guess, if you don't have kids, right? And honestly, I think the fear of regret is a terrible reason to have a child. Why did you have kids? I don't know. I was afraid that future me would be disappointed. And maybe I will regret it. Maybe someday I'll look back and think, I wish I had kids when I was younger. I wish that I spent most of my life savings on diapers and on bottles and milk. I wish that I had more shit in my fingernails after I was changing that blowout. I wish that I spent a little bit more time at Safeway having all of the people around me judge me while my kid is having like a tantrum, right? And I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I run out of breath while chasing this child that I might have had at an older age. Or God forbid, I save my future kids some extra cash by using my senior discount at IHOP. But if that happens, you know, I'll have to grieve that. And adults grieve things all the time that, you know, they can't get everything that we want. I think we all know that, right? The career you chose, some of us might regret that. The city you didn't move into. Maybe the moisturizer that was like 25% off at Sephora that you didn't get that last time and it's never gonna go on sale again. You pick one and then you just live with it. And I think, you know, that's terrifying and it's also fine, right? So if I'm gonna make a life-altering decision, I'd rather make it because I genuinely want that kind of life, not because Auntie Pam scared me into doing it, because Pamela, look, respectfully, you got divorced 3 times and you look like you hate your current husband, and little Billy is also eating glue with one hand and picking their nose with the other. So maybe let's not use your life philosophy as a cautionary warning. Thank you so much. That's my first show.
Her first ever show. Give it up for her again. All right. I think, I don't know, do I have to lift? No, you lift it up for yourself. It's okay. The next comedian I've had the beautiful pleasure of seeing multiple times at our open mics. I absolutely love their style of comedy. And so I want you guys to make it really loud right now for Hannah Coyne. I got it! Woo!
My last name's Coyne because I'm a cheap date. I always have this like pre-show ritual that I do before I start my set. Is it okay if I do it real quick? All right. We're getting there. It makes me feel more confident when I can't make eye contact with any of you. This makes me feel better. Oh my goodness. No matter how many times I do stand-up, I always get so nervous. Like, it's like doing stand-up is like going on a first date with like 15 other people. You know, you're trying to figure out what everyone likes and all that. And I really haven't done that since my porn days. You know, I had a little career change. I just moved to California from Virginia. Wow, ooh, wow. She came cross country just for us. And I haven't really like decided on the real reason I moved yet. Like I like to tell people, I had to move because I started getting recognized by the aforementioned porn career. I would go to the grocery store and like some guy would shout out like, "Hey Hannah, what are you gonna do with those bananas?" And I'm like, oh God, I gotta leave. You know, I stopped buying fruit altogether. You know, I got scurvy, the pirate's disease. You know where you have to go to get treated for scurvy? Planned Parenthood. That was so dumb. Thank you for laughing. Yeah, so I had to move somewhere where I could grow my own citrus, and it wasn't gonna be Florida. So here we are. Thank you, California. I chose the bear, the grizzly bear. I just had to live somewhere with like a cool state flag. You know, Virginia, we've got a strong woman with a titty out. That is the Virginia state flag. That is the God's honest truth. You can Google that shit right now. Safe search off. It's a safe titty. A safe tit of Virginia. I miss Virginia sometimes, though. I miss Virginia. We lived in this little town called Manassas. Not as many gay men as the name implies. You know, but it is a very blue-collar area, so I think they're just, like, building the closets they're gonna come out of later. You know? Like, you really think that Manassas would be like the San Francisco of, you know, Virginia, you know, but alas. But it was a really diverse area, which I really enjoyed. Like, me as a white person was in the minority living there. Like, I would go to, there's a pupuseria I could walk to, and they would still give you your food, but they would make fun of you if you can't speak Spanish, okay? But the food was amazing. Like, I had 3 full-size international grocery stores within a 5-mile radius. It was amazing. I love food. But then we moved here, and we're not in Sacramento proper, we're in Rockland. Anyone here from Rockland? Yeah, we got these folks over here. And if you hadn't had the pleasure of visiting Rockland, it's like if Rockland was a condiment, it would be mayonnaise. But it wouldn't even be like a good brand of mayonnaise, like Duke's. It'd be like Miracle, you know, Miracle Light, Miracle Whip, you know, the knockoff mayonnaise equivalent. Like, it's just, we're not getting a lot of the diversity there. Like, I don't think, we've been here for 2 months, I don't think I've ever seen a person of color in our neighborhood who wasn't hired to be there. And that makes me feel a certain kind of way, you know? And like, here's the thing, there's nothing wrong with mayonnaise. I love mayonnaise. I put mayonnaise on every single sandwich I eat. But if I wanted to eat a full mayonnaise sandwich, I would never have left the South. It's a thing there, that and the tomato sandwich, you know. We lived in Northern Virginia, which is just like a stone's throw away from the Mason-Dixon line. So a lot of the guys growing up, they're like, yeah, we're Southern, we're country. And I'm like, you live 45 minutes away from Washington, D.C. Just because you drive a lifted truck, you ain't shit. Shiny motherfuckers. Oh, man. I miss it, though. I do not miss the traffic. DMV traffic is notoriously terrible. We call it the DMV, the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. I have to explain that because I say that here, and they were like, why was she living in the Department of Motor Vehicles? Very strange woman. Very, very weird woman this one is. Traffic is terrible, so I was really excited to move out here because it is better. I know it may not seem like it because you live here, but it's all about what kind of weather you want when your car breaks down. That's the important part. I am also in my 30s. Make some noise. Love being in my 30s. I just feel like I'm more responsible. My early 20s was a lot of, I was a miscreant. I was a miscreant in my early 20s. Like, I didn't have a lot of money. And that hasn't changed, actually. I am very unemployed. That hasn't changed. But I would always drive these, like, beater cars, right, that I would buy off of Facebook Marketplace. Because I'm like, I can fix anything with enough duct tape and a dream. You know, I can do it. So my last car was a 2003 Hyundai Santa Fe with over 300,000 miles on it. Yeah. There were 3 essential parts being held on with duct tape. There was no radio, and only 2 of the windows rolled down. So when I was rolling around in that car in our humid Virginia summers, oh my goodness, I felt like I was on day 3 of a 4-day music festival. I'm hot, I'm tired, I'm dehydrated, the Molly and the acid are wearing off, and I remembered I have to go to work the next day. Oh, it's terrible. Like, sex is different for me now that I'm a little older. Like, safe sex when I was younger used to just mean, you know, a condom when applicable and knowing the other person's name. But now safe sex for me means knee pads and a hard hat. Because I cannot kneel on a hard surface for an extended period of time, you know? And then when I'm on top, I get vertigo. Yeah, so I just fall over. You know, but it's all about finding a good, responsible sexual partner. Like, last time I had sex, I fell off, and he's like, 5-second rule, and keeps eating. And I married that man. Hell yeah. People ask, like, oh, what did you see in your husband? And as a type 1 diabetic, I saw health insurance. I saw health insurance. He's got a big, beefy health insurance policy. And I love him so much. No, he is really, I'm so proud of my husband. He actually just got his California nursing license. Make some noise. Yeah, I'm so proud of him, because not only did he accomplish all that, he is the kind of man who will call out other men when they're having their locker room talk. You know, when they're talking shit about women, when his friends talking shit, he will call them out, and I just think that is like the sexiest thing. Like, yes, being responsible as a person, being socially responsible. I appreciate him even more when I reflect on my other failed relationships. I don't date bisexual men anymore, and I feel like I'm allowed to say that because it's okay to discriminate against your own people. But I tend to be this, like, have you heard that trope where you're like, oh, I'm the woman you date before you find your wife. Like, every guy I've dated, they've all gotten married afterwards. I am the woman that bisexual men date before they realize they're just full-on gay. And, you know, and that's okay, you know? You know, in the great words of Mr. Kim, sometimes gay take time, you know? But, like, for me, it was the infidelity, okay? Like, be who you are. Be who you are, Barbie girl. But, like, don't cheat on me. Like, I've been cheated on 3 times, and there's never been another woman. So you kind of have to ask yourself, like, because you always compare, you know, when they cheat, you compare, and you're like, what do they have that I don't have? And the answer is always a real fleshed out cock. You know? And I'm like, I can't live up to these unrealistic body standards, okay? Like, I can't do it. So I had to be really careful when I met my husband. I'm like, look, this is not gonna happen to me again. I swear to God. Like, because comedy comes in 3s. And if I catch him coming in Steve, like, I'm gonna kill myself. Like, there's no choice. I just gotta go. My health insurance told me that, you know, I really gotta commit to this next suicide attempt if I'm gonna do it. You know, like, no more false starts. Either, like, get off the pot, you know? No, down the road, not across. Full send, you know? They're getting sick of you out there. Oh, goodness gracious. Can't wait till my husband's health insurance kicks in. See, that's the problem with moving somewhere very far away where you don't know a lot of people. It's that you, when he goes to work and you don't, you have no one to talk to. So, you know, it's kind of like that mom brain thing, except I don't have kids. Yeah. So I'm looking for work, you know, I ended up going back to the porn, you know, so I went on OnlyFans. But one guy gave me a request. He was like, hey, do you have, like, an organic dildo? And I'm like a zucchini? Then I had flashbacks to the grocery store. So I'm off of OnlyFans now, but now I'm on Feet Finder. But I have to make my money while the money's hot, right? Because I got type 1 diabetes. And eventually these bad boys are coming off. And after that, it's NubHub for me. My name is Hannah Coyne. Thank you so much.
Everybody, give it up for Hannah. Fantastic. I will counter with your Miracle Whip. Look, I used to be the biggest anti-Miracle Whip on the planet. I thought the shit was gross. But then my beautiful dude, he made like this deviled egg salad stuff. Oh, God, it's good. It has its purposes. On a sandwich, no. That's where you get Best Foods. Nobody knows what Duke's is. Best Foods. I didn't know that Best Foods had a different name. I used to live in New York, and I was arguing. I was like, this is not Best Foods. And they're like, yeah, it is. It's just a different fucking label. Hellman's. Yeah. They're like, this is Hellman's. I said, no, that's bullshit. And they're like, no, there's a different name. I also work in a grocery store. I'm just going to tell you this. I work in a grocery store, and if you ever look at boxes, you'll never look at them the same again. This way. There's a way to stack it this way, and there's a way to stack it this way. It depends on the picture on the box where you can maneuver it into your aisle. Also, I think you should fight at least one customer a week. People would be a lot nicer. I'm just saying. And in Christmas, it's deck the halls every day. Fuck you people. I fucking hate retail in Christmas. It is the worst thing, because Christmas is one of the best things in the world. But customers make it the worst thing in the fucking world. It's awful. All right, so we're on to our next feature. This comedian has just moved to the area from the Bay Area. I really enjoy their shtick. You will as well. Everybody, give your hands a little, put them together for Ashley Tomajan. Yeah! Woo!
Give it up for Jess, everybody. Hello, Sacramento. I recently moved here from the Bay Area, and I gotta say, I like it. There isn't shit on the streets everywhere here. There are actual businesses, and they're open. It's amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes. The homeless here, they're polite. They're just looking for shade. That's all they're looking for is shade. I noticed. I haven't had a homeless person like aggressively ask me for money. I'll just give them water. They're like, "Oh man, thanks." Like, it's great. I love Sacramento very much. I do. Okay, this is the dirty portion of the show, guys. Are you ready for it? Okay. My mom isn't here tonight, I'm pretty sure, so we're gonna do it. I've had a weird sex life. I've had about 5 or 6 different men tell me that on their bucket list they want to have sex with a little person. I'm not going to say the slur. I'm not. That's not nice. And I get it. They have tiny hands and perky little asses. I get it. But it's a loophole way of saying that you want to have sex with somebody that is shaped like a small child without being a pedophile. In my defense, when I had sex with a little person, they had a beard. I was into it. Like, take me to Lonely Mountain, dwarf. Take me to Lonely Mountain. The Lannisters always pay their debts. I was into it. And after a while, he was like, Ashley, I can't do this anymore. I feel fetishized. And I said, Junior? I swear to God that was his name, guys. You know what? You're right. Because no matter how much I suck your dick, I'll never make you feel tall. He laughed at that. You can laugh at that too. It's okay. It's okay. There's this other time back. I'm from Oklahoma originally, and there was this guy that I sympathy fucked him. Okay, I had sex with him out of sympathy. He was a double amputee, and he said that he got his legs from Oprah. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, it was some of the best sex I had. I don't know if it was his nubbins or that he was really grateful. I don't know. Then there's this other time that there was this guy I was seeing in Oakland, and I brought over DiGiorno pizza because I'm from Oklahoma. I never show up empty-handed. So he puts the pizza in the oven, and we went to fool around, and then the oven beeped, and he went to go take the pizza out of the oven, and I heard a blood-curdling scream in the kitchen. He burnt his dick on the oven, you guys. I don't really have a joke for that. If you learn nothing else tonight, wear clothes in the kitchen. So he's holding himself and just staring at me like, and I'm like, babe, don't we take you to the emergency room? What do you want to do? He's like, I just want you to leave so I can cry. Okay, can we cut this pizza in half? Because I need to process my feelings. I took the whole thing with me. He said he didn't want it anymore. In case you're wondering, he burnt it on the door of the oven. Guys, just, gentlemen, be careful, yeah. So I'm a teacher, I work with kids. Thank you for the claps, I appreciate that. Oh, man. It's crazy the things that kids say to me. For example, I once had a kid in the 6th grader, look me in the eye and say, Miss AJ, do you know what this means? He made that face. I said, I'm going to tell your mom this later. Yeah. And he's just like, oh, man, why are you going to tell my mama? So later when I showed her the face and the gesture he made, she grabbed my hand and said, Miss Ashley, that's the face his dad made when we made him. I see sexually harassing teachers runs in the family. I could have lived my entire life not knowing that, Cindy. I can't unsee that. You know what I'm saying? I can't unsee that, right? Her husband and her child's O-face. So now when I'm with one of my boyfriends and I'm about to reach the promised land and I picture that kid's fucking face. I haven't had an orgasm in a month. I need Jesus. I need therapy. If it was the opposite, I should be in prison. Just saying. Oh, I can't, yeah. Another time a kid peed on me. He was a kindergartner. He was autistic. I got to go home early, but then I realized it's like a reverse R. Kelly situation. The remix, if you will. And then last year I had a kid look me in the eye and say, Miss Ashley, did you party like a Diddy last night? I said, young man, I'm allergic to baby oil, but thank you for asking. Oh, we're friends now, right? We're friends now, yeah. I taught in a kindergarten class as a substitute teacher, and that was one of the worst days of my life. A beautiful little Asian girl asked me, teacher, which crayon is orange? And I knelt down. I handed her the orange crayon, and when I did, I inhaled. And when I inhaled, she sneezed into my mouth, you guys. And I didn't slap the shit out of a 5-year-old because I'm too cute for prison. No, but seriously, I felt so violated. When her snot hit the back of my throat, it was so salty. Now, y'all, I've done disgusting things consensually, as you've heard. But I did not consent to this. It felt like I got Harvey Weinsteined by a 5-year-old. Kids asking me about Diddy, Weinstein, or Kelly. I can't anymore, no. So I've been working with kids that have autism, and that's been fun. Some kids that were nonverbal, a little bit violent. Yeah. So when I was working in a high school and I was working with kids that were like IEP, right? I got an award for working with the kids that were the most spicy, the kids that required the most patience. It was called this Trailblazers Award, and my leader was like, "Hey, so what's your secret for being so patient?" I couldn't tell him. Like, every lunch break I smoke weed. I can do the quadratic equation stoned, okay? It's a superpower, all right? It is. And the thing is some of the students that I'm helping, I can smell their weed in their backpack. And it's way better than mine, all right? They can't do the quadratic equation, not just because they just don't know how, but also because they're really stoned. Oh, I've always just wanted to take their weed and be like, that's mine now. But I don't. I don't do that, no. I'm not allowed to help out in history class anymore, guys, and I love history. That's my jam, all right? I've helped a kid write a really good essay about the Opium Wars. So I was helping the kids remember their presidents, all right? So the kids, I was like, hey, guys, this is how you remember it. You know what a sad Lincoln is? It's when a guy shoots a load in the back of your head in a theater. Has to be a theater, it's just sad. Oh, my other favorite president is a happy Kennedy. That's when you're getting mind-blowing head while sitting in the backseat of a car while driving through Dallas, Texas. And if you're historical with it, you'll be in a Lincoln Continental. Bring it back to Lincoln, everybody, yeah. My other favorite president is a jealous Reagan. That's when you're President Reagan and your wife is known as the throat goat. Have you heard this? Nancy Reagan said no to drugs, but she said yes to cock. Listen, she's known as the throat goat in Hollywood in the 1950s. Look it up. I'm not making this up. All right? She said no to drugs, but she said yes to cock. And then after that, we got a warring Bush. That's when you're President Bush and you declare war on Iraq. There were 2 of them, you guys. And in between those warring Bushes, we got a Slick Willie. That's when you're President Clinton and you come on a fat girl's dress. If you're historical with it, it'll be a blue dress. I'm not allowed to help out in history anymore. Mr. Yee was very upset with me. It's okay, though. So school shootings, bummer, right? School shootings, listen, I've done many a school drill where we have to pretend like a shooter's coming in. We have to barricade the door. We all gotta hide in a closet. And there's always one kid that does a pretend fart in the middle of that. And it never fails. It's gold. It's comedy gold. It is. These kids are crouched down like nobody farts that someone does. It's like, yes. So fire drill or shooter drills. I was going through Facebook and there was a lady in a wheelchair going like this, and I had to read it because it was about the school shooter drills. So she was in a wheelchair. Her name was Miss Schwimmer, and she was teaching 11th grade English, and she was telling the kids, listen, if anything happens, take care of yourselves, get yourselves to safety. Just because she's handicapped doesn't mean that she needs to. She's there to protect them. And the class president raised his hand and said, Ms. Schwimmer, we took a vote last year. If anything would happen, we would carry you to safety. Isn't that beautiful? My students need to be using my fat ass as a body shield. Listen, I have fantasies of jumping in front of those bullets all the time. There is no patron saint of school shooters or the victims of school shootings. I was raised Catholic. There is no Saint Ashley yet. But that's the plan, okay, guys? So in order to become a Catholic saint, there's several steps that go into the process. You have to be dead for 50 years. Miracles have to happen. And the church has to recognize it. Listen, I've helped dozens of kids graduate high school. And it was a miracle every freaking time, all right? I'm partly way there, all right? I've been sinning a lot. You guys have been great. Oh, my goodness. Before I leave you, I'll leave you this one. I have a dog. His name is Chunkers. He's a pit bull. I rescued him. And the thing is I didn't know this when I rescued him, but it isn't the first time I brought home a man with a murder rap fresh out of prison. I had an interesting life in my 20s. You guys have been great. My name is Ashley Tomajan. Give it up for your host, Jess Roberts.
Who knew? Presidents and loads. Fantastic. How you guys doing? We good? All right. Well, this next comedian, I had the pleasure of meeting her one night at a open mic. I forget what it was, at Expressively, because, it's been like 7 years. But I remember I was taking photos and stuff, and someone was like, well, go ask Tina. And so I didn't know that she did photos, and she does amazing photos. She's done my headshots before. Absolutely jaw-dropping stuff, right? Made this bitch look good. Anyway, No, she's sitting there, and she had the camera in her hand, and it was like, it just, a little switch went, fuck no, I don't want to do this right now, because, you know, you got to, like, compartmentalize when you do comedy. You can't bring everything here, because, you know, we want to make people laugh, and that's what we're doing tonight. But yeah, she's run shows like The Dope Room out of her backyard. One of the coolest fucking shows I've ever had the pleasure of working the door for, and also just to be in that environment. It's really fun. A lot of us have done a lot of shows in our homes and all sorts of stuff. We bring the community together, and that's one of the fun things that I love about this particular comedian, because she did that throughout her comedy career and is still doing it. So I really want you guys to give a very warm welcome to Miss Tina San Lucas.
What's going on, Sacramento? How we doing? How we doing? I'm Tina San Lucas. I'm 47. Cheer for me. I'm 47. 47. Yeah, that's almost 50. It's wild. Somebody recently said, "You look good for 47. How do you do it? What's your trick?" And the trick is antidepressants, hair bleach, Botox, and lesbian porn once a day. Sometimes twice. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I am single. I was married for 15 years. I was married to a Latino guy, which means he wasn't cut. And that was a thing, you know, like there was a lot of foreskin. And then I got out of that marriage and I started dating, and now I'm out here in the world. And there is so much, what can I say about dating out here? Fuck. The lying, the deceit, and the fucking foreskin. My God, you guys, there's so much fucking foreskin out here. It is just like too much is a lot. And was there a trend that y'all sewed it back on? Because I don't remember sifting through this shit in high school. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here in June like unwrapping dicks like it's Christmas. No. If more than twice, no. It's too much work. I'm not willing to do it. I have my boundaries. You know what I mean? I have my boundaries. So yeah, you know, you're out here dating and like no one wants to commit, you know what I mean? Like they want to, you know, she's like shaking her head like they want to fuck you right away, but they don't want to be with you. And so I'm like, you know, I really want a boyfriend, so I'm gonna fuck an ugly guy. Like, I'll get an ugly boyfriend. Like, why not? I'll get an like for sure, an ugly boyfriend would want to be my boyfriend, right? So I pity fuck him. It was all right. He actually did pretty well. And then, you know, we start talking about what are we, like 3 weeks in, and he's like, well, I can't commit to you because I'm talking to 2 other women. And I'm like, who the fuck is talking to you? Let me see your phone. And he let me see, and they're like, oh, these women aren't even real. These are AI. And he's all, so? And I was like, really? That's where we're at. That's where we're at. Is you won't commit to me because you want to talk to some fucking AI fake whores online. I sifted through his dick to get to it too. You know what I mean? Like, I need to stop doing that. I really need to just be like, no. I say no, then I do it, and we're here. Like, it's fucking tough, man. It's tough. Yeah, so then I was like, you know what, a rich guy. Let's fuck a rich guy. Let's maybe a rich guy. Maybe that's where it's at. It ain't ugly guys. Definitely ain't broke guys. It's definitely not baristas, I'll tell you that. So I get on Seeking Arrangements. Anyone familiar with Seeking Arrangements? It's a website. Yeah, you know. I didn't go on it for money. I mean, I wanted to date him and he had some money, but I wasn't like prostituting myself. That's next though, for fucking sure. So I meet this guy. He's loaded, right, has tons of money. I go to his house, and his house is fucking wild. It's like, he's an artist. He owns this really famous art school in the Bay Area. I'm not gonna say, because then you could look him up. But anyway, he's a fucking dick. Put it in your notes if you find him. And so I go to his house, and his house is really amazing, right? We go in, and when we first get, he's in this old Victorian big house. And when we first get in, there's like 3 doors, and he goes, pick a door. I'm like, oh, this is like a game. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So I pick this door, and we go in, and it's all like apothecary and trippy and fucking bottles with bones and weird shit. It's cool. He's an artist. So I'm like, I'm not scared yet. And then there's like this rolling fucking, what do you call it, like ladder. And he's all telling me about who used to live in this house. And then he tells me he believes he's reincarnated into the dude who used to fucking own this house, right? I'm all, shit's getting weird, but if this is your kink, like, I'm willing to go with it because you have money. You know what I mean? So like we roll the ladder over, and then there's a piece of artwork up on top, and he's all, climb the ladder. And open the artwork, and I climb the ladder, open the artwork, and I'm in this fucking amazing opium den, crazy shit, right? It's beautiful, it's fucking wood and lanterns, and I feel like we're in Indonesia, right? And I'm like, for sure I'm getting my pussy eaten in this room, I fucking can't wait. Like, I'm pumped, you know? And then he goes, there's a little door, like a little door, you know, like a little one like this, like a crawling size. And I look right at it, and he sees me look at it, and he goes, you should go in there. My dumbass crawled in that fucking door, you guys. I was like, okay. And he's all, you're not scared of the dark, are you? And I was all, And then I'm in it. And then the door closes behind me, and it's fucking dark. And then I'm all, this is it. His kink is he's gonna kill me, rape me, and I'm dead. And no one knows where I am. I did not share my location on this one because he was rich. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, so I go crawling, and I come out the other side, and then I'm in like, no shit, I swear to God, it's his mother's fucking shrine. I get out of another little door. There's like a fucking urn and a picture of his mom and some weird lantern things. And I look at him, and he goes, weird, huh? I go, yeah, are we done? Are we done? Because like my pussy's dry. Like, this is not gonna work, you know? And yeah, I fucked him. But anyway, yeah. And then we had a great time, right? He wasn't cut either. What is this? You guys like sew it back on? Like, this is a mess, okay? All this dick skin is out of control. So we ended up having sex, and I'm a talker. I'm a loud one, right? I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, you look hot. I like your cock. Like, I'm one of those. I'm a loud bitch. And he starts laughing. I tell him, you look fucking hot. He really wasn't that hot, but at the time when your dick's in me and I'm feeling it, you're hot to me. You know what I mean? So it was kind of a lie. Maybe he could feel it, but I don't know. I thought I was convincing. So I said it, and he kind of laughed. I go, why are you laughing? He's all, no one's ever said that to me before. And I was like, oh, well, yeah. And then he said, yeah, no one's ever said that to me before. I used to be hot until I lost all my hair. And I was like, I mean, I could see that. So anyway, moving on, right? So then the next morning I wake up and I get the fuck out of there. He says he wants me out of there at 10:30. It's 10:27. I'm like, that's my time. Thank you so much. Bow. And then I'm feeling kind of used. I'm like, dude, I just sucked this guy's dick all night. He didn't even eat my pussy once. Yeah, I wanted him to do that fucking opium den thing. Remember, we had plans for that. It didn't happen. So I get in my car, and I'm like, fuck this guy. I'm never going to see him again, so I'm going to call him and tell him off. Fuck this. I call, he answers immediately, and I'm like, look, Mike, that's not his real name for protection reasons, but I thought you were going to kill me when I went in the little door and the whole fucking thing, and then you didn't even eat my pussy, and then I felt like I left you, you didn't even kiss me good or nothing. And he's like, I felt like you ran away. And he's like, so you should come back. I went back. What in the fuck is wrong with me? Okay? Like, I'm trash, all right? So he's like, I'm more the kind of guy who makes love, and I want to fuck you to slow music. I'm like, I want to look you in the eye. And I'm like, you want me to let my heart out like that? Like, get the fuck out of here. My heart is in a fucking cement box, bitch. Like, no one is going to see my heart fucking ever. I will let you see my fucking asshole before I let you see my heart. Like, I'll open up my butt for you before I open up my heart for you. That's true. And ladies and gentlemen, take notes, because that's how it should be. She's over here smart. That is how it should be. This is how we protect ourselves in 2026. We're not letting just anyone in our heart. You can put it in our butt. We want to keep it civil, you know? So then I make love to this guy, like thinking I'm going to get the rich dude. I don't know what the fuck I thought. You guys, I was high. Like, we smoked a lot of weed. It was a thing. So we didn't do any other drugs. I wanted to, though, because this place was dope. It was definitely a place where we would do some Molly or mushrooms. We didn't have any of that. He wasn't that cool. So I go back. We make love. And I'm thinking, all right, he likes me, right? No, and then he didn't dump me. I beat him to the punch. He was going to fucking dump me, and I did it first. That's really what happened. And then he got mad. Then this motherfucker, you got some balls. He found my photography email. He did not have my email, and he emailed me a fucking 4-page like disposition of all the things that are wrong with me. And he said I talked a lot, and I was like, could not. Total fucking bullshit. Your dick was in my mouth half the night. So this talking a lot, like, I don't know what the fuck you're referring to. You sent the wrong bitch the email, because it wasn't me, you know? And then, I don't know, that was that. He also didn't like that I had been in the military. Like, he thought I was Trump or something. He was like, you know, I'm like, first of all, I was in the military years ago. I'm 47, okay? This was like years ago. And I get paid to be crazy from the military. And if you're with me, maybe I'll buy you dinner. You know what I mean? And he was really, I can't believe you were in the military. He's a trust fund kid, dude. His dad was a doctor. He had tons of money. You know what I mean? All the people complaining about military and complaining all that, like, everything's handed to them. You know why I joined the military? My parents were tweakers, and I was fucking desperate. I was like, I need a life. Oh my God, my parents are on drugs and on the street. Like, I'm joining the military. And I did, and it was great. And anyway, fuck that guy at the little door. The whole thing was a mess. It was a fucking mess. So we're back out here. We're single, you know, like every once in a while I think I'll let someone in my butt, but then I'm like, no. Protecting my heart, you know, protecting my heart. Yeah, I don't know what it is about it out here, but it's gross. It's fucking trash. So when I was dating, I was on all the dating sites, and I wanted to like keep it away from home. Like I didn't want to fuck anyone close to home. I live right here, so I was like going out to like Rockland, fucking white dudes, weird, like, and so I was going out there, and I had some fun. And you know, when you get out of a marriage, first of all, let me just tell you why I left my marriage. It wasn't his uncut dick, although I didn't love it. Okay, my pussy was dry in that marriage, so dry. It was like that, like so dry. It was like instant mashed potatoes. Like that. You had to pour water on it for it to even look like a pussy. That's really how it was. So I left that guy. All right. So now I'm in Rockland. I'm fucking dudes. I'm having a good time. I'm like, woo woo. And then, and that was years ago. I've been single now 6 years. Well, so now my son's starting high school. Another fucking set later on. The high school shit was a mess. We're fucking commuting to Rockland, folks. I'm driving my little Latino fucking kid to white suburban America to go to school. Don't ask me why. We didn't get any of them here. And we're up there, and he's on the water polo team. Okay, he's on the water polo team. I fucking knew Jesus would do this to me, too. Wait till I tell you what the fuck happened. So we get on the water polo team, and we're fucking there, and we, like, show up, and he's like, fuck, I'm gonna play water polo. And, like, I see this guy, and the way he's kind of standing seems familiar, and he turns around. You're not gonna believe it. I fucked the water polo coach. I fucked the JV water polo coach, ladies and gentlemen. I sure fucking did. Yeah, I did not know I did till I knew I did, you know what I mean? And when he turned around, Kingston goes, hey, coach, I'm not going to say his name for protection reasons. Hey, coach, no. And he turns around and he goes, I'm Kingston, this is my mom. And the guy goes, and then, hold on, okay, now I'm going to brag a little bit. Obviously, my kid does not know I fucked his coach. So keep that between us. I'm not going to say my kid's name either for protection reasons. He doesn't have an Instagram. He is a comedian. Then I see the JV coach go over to the varsity coach, and they like start. I can tell he was like, she was so good at bed, dude. She gave good head. And I was like, what? Like, you know, I don't know. The guy was like 25. You know, he bought me 2 drinks, and I was like, let's do it. So now I like go there. I got to make sure. Now I can't even go there looking like shit when I drop him off. You know what I mean? I got to be like fucking 7 a.m. makeup, the whole fucking thing. I'm like, oh, it's a mess. This just fucking sucks, dude. This is where I'm at in life, and it's so weird. So, so let's talk about baby daddy. I was married to the Latin guy for 15 years. He was sweet, but, you know, we didn't fuck no more. And now we live together. Weird, right? I'm one of those modern bitches. Like, we own a house together, and we were, like, too broke to, like, move out, you know? So, like, we call it our apartment building. Like, he's got a room, I got a room, and my son's got a room. My son's, we put numbers on there. You know what my son's numbers are? 6'7". Yeah. Mine's 11'11", because I'm an angel. And, I don't know, my ex-husband, like, 2184 might be his PIN number. I don't know, we'll see. So we live together, and it's fucking weird, and, like, I don't bring people over there to fuck. I mean, that would be disrespectful. But he definitely knows when I'm gonna fuck, because we have one bathroom, and the pubes are everywhere when I'm on my way out, you know what I mean? So he's like, Tina's gonna get fucked up tonight, like, yeah, so that's where we're at. That's my life. 47, commuting to white America. It's fucking gross out there. I'm sorry. Is anyone here from Rockland? I apologize. It's like, there's no culture out there. I'm like, everyone lives in the same fucking house, brown stucco, like, same plants. You don't even know whose house is who. You're like, knock on someone's house, you're like, is Julie here? Wrong house. Bitch, they all look the fucking same. I don't even know. Where's Julie? You know, I don't even have a friend named Julie. That's way white. All my friends are, like, Mexican. I look white, but I identify as Mexican. I grew up in San Diego, 3 miles from the Mexican border. Like, lots of experience with those uncut dicks, you know? If anyone doesn't know how to unwrap one, I'll show you how. Some of them are more difficult than others. That's not my favorite. It's not anyone's favorite. Any bitch who's like, I fucking love the skin. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You do not. You're just being nice to your boyfriend, okay? Nobody likes it. Here's what's sad. My son's not cut either. Isn't that sad I did that to him? I'm a shitty mom. I'm a shitty fucking white mom, dude. I'm like, you know what? If I had to suffer through it, fuck you too, you know? I remember when I was pregnant, like, I grew up like in a white family where like everyone's dick was cut. Like I only had a dad and sisters, and not that I even like really saw my dad's dick. I guess I just knew it was cut. I don't even know how I knew. I just knew, And so when I was pregnant, we knew it was a boy, and I was like, "Are we going to circumcise him?" And my husband was like, "We're not going to do that. It's barbaric and this and that." And I was like, "First of all, your dick's gross, so you should listen to me." And but I didn't say that. And then I had at the time we were living in LA, and I had a white OBGYN, and I thought for sure this bitch is going to have my side, like, right? For sure. So we go in there, and I'm like talking to her, and I'm like, we're thinking about we want to like circumcise our son. And she looks at my husband, and she's like, "I think that you should match the dad." And I was like, "You know what? Fuck you and him." And then I thought, that's weird. What is he gonna do? Just like whip out the dick in front of the camera and go, "Dick's match." Fuck yeah, bro. Get the fuck out of here with your matching cock with your dad, like t-shirts. My cock matches my dad's cock. That's so great. Totally weird, right? This is the life I live, bitch. These are real stories. The little door, the whole fucking thing. Like, I swear, I can't make it up, dude. My shit's wild. Like, and it gets crazier. Like, and I'm a Christian. Isn't that crazy? Like, I'm a Christian, but I'm not like that kind of Christian. Like, I let him come on my face. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, that one. That Christian. Not, I don't know. In my mouth sometimes too, but it depends. Like, I gotta really know you, like third date. No, just kidding. Third date. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Dude, if you ain't eating my pussy for 45 minutes, I ain't sucking dick no more. I give up. Like, that's bullshit. That's such bullshit. You guys are trash. All of you men out here. I'm a man hater now. That just happened like a minute ago. I converted. I was like, I like them. I'll go in the little door. And then all of a sudden I'm like, no more. And then I'll be off of it for a minute, and then I'll get off all the dating sites. I'm not on Seeking Arrangements anymore. That was weird. I was driving up to El Dorado Hills and fucking this doctor, this surgeon. He was in an open marriage, and he wanted me to do all these like nasty things, which were really fun. Like he wanted to be on a Zoom meeting with his team, and then I'd be under the desk, and I'd suck his dick. Ew, bitch, that shit was fun. Fuck you, okay? You must be Catholic. Your Jesus is weird. Mine's a lot more fun. I am friends with the Jesus that hung out with the prostitutes and the drug addicts. That's my Jesus, okay? So, so I did that for a little bit, and because I kind of thought, I want to have sex with someone and not catch feelings. This will be perfect. Then he fell in love with me, and then he wanted me to fucking eat his wife's pussy. No, that's where I draw the line. I'm not eating your wife's pussy. Did you see? Her pussy was disgusting. He showed me a picture. I was like, when he asked, I was like, well, let me see a picture. And then and then I was all, no. I'm very, very particular with the pussies I eat. Like, I like them pink like ham, no hair. And I'm just putting it out there. Put it in your notes. I don't know. I thought that was funny, but that's all right. So we're here. We're doing life. I have a couple notes here. I don't know. Like, you guys are a good time. Let me try some fucking cool shit here. All right. Let me see what I got. What do I got for you, this squad here? I fucking love Stab. I love it here. Every time I'm here, I do a good set. Every time. Let's see. Fuck the water polo coach. Perimenopause brain. I have that. Do we know what this is? This is when it's kind of like your brain is like your sphincter muscle. Okay, just imagine you're walking and poop just started falling out of your butt. And you'd be like, bitch, what is happening to you? That's what happens with the thoughts in your brain during perimenopause. Seriously, I'll go right up to you and I'll be like, hey, green shirt, you're handsome. Just thoughts gone, like that, like poop right out of the butt. Remember that. Because when you're with someone, you're very young and you look fresh, so you're probably not there yet. But she's going to get there. And when she does and she just has that moment, just pick up the poop, put it back in her butt. And that'll work out. Where else are we? Ugly guy. Oh, dead mom powers. All right, so my mom died almost a year ago, and my mom was like, she was a Christian too. I don't know if she ever let anyone come on her face. I never asked. But she was liberal, and she was a good time, you know what I mean? And I remember like a year ago, I was doing this comedy class at Punchline, Johnny Taylor's class. This gentleman was in there, swear to God, when I said it, That's Jesse Rivera. He was in the room when I said it, and I sat there and I go, what are you going to do your story at? My mom was still alive at the time, and I go, probably my mom, because she keeps saying she's going to die, and that bitch never dies in spite of me. Swear to God. Next day, my mom dropped dead. Swear to fucking God. She dropped dead. And I was like, bitch, I got powers. Like, that's what I really, and you don't even, fuck that bitch. I didn't even like her, but whatever. You know what I mean? So, with these powers, and this is a great way to end this set, I will say this. Anytime a guy pisses me off, I just look at him and I go, I hope your dick falls off. Bye. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Tina San Lucas, everybody. Well, we have come to the end of our night. Thank you for joining us here at Stab Comedy. Let's give it up for Jesse for keeping the doors open and all the fun stuff. Fantastic, fantastic. And just to let you guys know, we do have a lot of improv coming on tomorrow. If that's your thing, it's really fun. It's amazing. They've got the Everything Show. What was the other one? There you go. You should have been there. And the LOLGBT STFU. It's either Say Yes or ST. There's too many letters. I don't fucking know. So many letters. But anyway, I really hope that you guys enjoy yourself. I personally am about to take my lovely journey out to the desert for the first time to go see Burning Man. Yeah. You know what? People have always been saying, oh, you're just going to go out there and have sex and do drugs. And it's like, I'm 41 years old and my body cracks like a fucking glow stick when I wake up every morning. This is not happening. But yeah, I will be gone for a few weeks, so thank you all for coming in and seeing it. And hope you guys have a good night. Get home safe.
All right, everybody, that is it for our programming for the evening. Thanks for coming out, seeing one show or all three. Do check out stabcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. We're live in person Thursdays through Sundays. And we stream every gosh darn thing we do. As just said, improv, drag, and stand-up tomorrow. That's the programming, 7, 8, and 9. Again, check out the website to see what's going on and plan your night accordingly. Have a good night, everybody. Get home safe. Hope to see you again soon. Twitch audience, where can we send you? Where can we send you? You know what? I won't be here Sunday to send you to 80s Dance Party, so I'm going to send you there tonight. Hold on for the raid if the keyboard wants to cooperate. Might have to change out some batteries. So hold on, Twitch audience. We're going to send you over to 80s Dance Party, and then we'll see you back here tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Hold on for the raid.